In the quiet where the truth won't sleep, there's a story in every crack it keeps. Pretty little clues in the dark, in the dark. Every case leaves a broken mark. Pretty little clues, don't look away. Truth has a price that it makes you pay.
Hello. Stop my audio. There we go. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Now I gotta figure out which one's my computer and which one's my phone. All right, that one. So we gotta move this bitch off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. All right. The first thing I'm gonna do, because it's Friday, and Friday is for us to do whatever the we want. So welcome in and let's get to it. Uh we're gonna start off with a little TED talk. Little TED talk for me. I'm a little frustrated, I'm a little irritated. It's never good for anybody, especially not good for me. But let me get this link in here and then we will. Hello, Nanette. Yay, so happy to see you. I meant it. This link, we are gonna do whatever we want. We will talk about whatever you want. We can share about different cases. This is going to be, you guys want to call in, I'm here to listen. But let me get to this. Hello. Can you all see me? I'm over in the corner. You want to see me like bigger? Hold on. All right. Hi. Hi. Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. So I wasn't going to come on. I really wasn't. Because I was like a little frustrated with this morning. And I'm like not one of those people. I don't like going. Why is this not? Okay. Why? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make myself bigger. I thought that's what I did. That is not what I did. Okay, hi. Hello. So I wasn't gonna go on today, but I'm gonna do it. A little frustrated from earlier. I mean, it wasn't anything. I'm not the kind of person. I don't like to take other people's work. I don't like to restream people. It's nothing against anybody that does it. It's just not personally what I want to be doing here. Uh, so I went into a chat and there was someone in there that I'd become close with. I thought I was close with. I mean, as close as you can get via internet chat room status, chat status. Hey, Gigi. And I saw this person was saying hi to everyone except for me. And I was just like, hey, like, well, if any, I fuck around, I joke. And I was like, well, if anyone sees this person, and they want to say why they're mad at me, like, let me know. And this person, and I'm not going to say who it is because it doesn't fucking matter, basically said, don't like that you're using people and you used me. And I'm floored, floored. I don't like to use anybody. First of all, I'm from the Midwest, and anybody who knows people from the Midwest, we're just not takers of things. We don't like to take things we'd much rather give. And I very much live with that philosophy and for that philosophy from that philosophy. So if there is anyone that has feel that they've been used by me, I will apologize and say that's not my intention. Second of all, I want to invite anybody to always bring me any issues. Always. I'm always an open book. I'm never going to be mean. I'm never going, I just don't lash out. It's not who I am as a human. And I will tell you, this goes back to recovery, right? Everybody knows. I used to drink. I don't drink anymore. I'm in recovery. And one thing that we learn, and this is a perfect example of it, is I can't let people live in my head rent free, right? If I let someone live up there rent free, they're just taking up space in my brain that can be used for bigger and better things. Um, so what we got to do is we just got to keep her moving. Just keep her moving. See ya. I mean, nice knowing you. Bye. So we're going to be in here, have some positivity in here. I think this week has been kind of a downer. I think everyone's just like, I did my live on Monday about the psychology behind why everyone's so frustrated and about the case and everything, and very do you that a lot of frustration seeing people. It's discussion days instead of moving on to something else, we going back. We like the watching, like the interact. We don't like that's we don't whatever it may be. We're gonna have some nay because fuck that shit. That's all noise. There's so much noise and it's so unnecessary. We don't need it. I don't need it. We don't need it. So we're going to kind of open the floor. Like I said, if anybody wants to call in, the links in the chat. I don't know how to pin links in the chat, but I'm sure I can figure it out. But it's really going to be kind of for whatever we want, because I was going to just open up and do some research. I know that 857 has been talking about Holly Dasso, and hi V. I know, I know, um, I know. Uh, I don't know. I don't know, because I just I don't need the backlash from the people that this person moderates for, and there are two of them. So we can have discussions later. Anyway, so I also heard that that person like may have lost somebody in their life, and my heart goes out. I have lost a lot of people in my life, and that genuinely makes me sad. It does. But what we can't do in this world is we can't project our feelings onto somebody else. Life doesn't work that way. I can't have a bad day and come home and start breaking shit in my house and yelling at my kid or my husband. Like I can't do that. I can't afford to do that. Um, Otherwise I would just still be drinking. Um, but what I've learned is that I can't control what anyone else says or does. Nor do I want to, because when I was trying to play God, it didn't work out in my favor. And the odd thing is that, God doesn't wake up every day thinking he's me. But I did wake up every day thinking that I was him for a long time, and thinking if I just held on to situations or I said something different, then maybe that person would treat me better. Maybe that person would be nicer. And that never worked out that way. And then I would just get more upset. So I can't live that way anymore. But well-behaved women rarely make history. So that's why we're going to do whatever the fuck we want tonight. I don't really have any rules. Just be kind to each other. That's the only rule. And I don't need people in here that are going to bring negativity, because if my chat ever starts becoming that toxic or that ridiculous, my moderators have every right to kick out anybody that is bringing negative vibes. I don't need that shit here and I don't want it. And like I said, I would rather have genuine people here that want positivity than some negative people and bringing negativity. And doesn't mean you're not allowed to have feelings. We all have feelings. They're not always facts. Feelings aren't facts. It's another thing we learn in recovery. It just means how I feel about a certain situation doesn't mean that's how the situation is, right? So my feelings could be hurt about something because I am thinking this person's mad at me. Well, if that person isn't mad at me, then my feelings are hurt for no fucking reason. So they're not always, feelings aren't always facts. Oh, yes, Crystal, Crystal. Yes, 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 girl. And that link is there if you want to come in. Anybody, Gigi, anyone want to fill me in on the tea of the week? What's going on? Oh, no, V, I'm not actually. No, I'm not. Sorry. That is not actually who I'm talking about. That person does not waste any space in my head either. You're just gonna keep guessing, right? Um, mm, I'm just checking to see if anybody. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that I match the energy. I match Gigi's energy on that one. But again, like I just there's an unsubscribe button and there's a do not return ability that I do have. So what I've learned in recovery is I can't control other people. I can't control what they do. I can only control what I do and how I react to things. And so instead of, you know, putting this person on blast, talking shit about them, whatever, blocked them on Facebook, blocked them on Discord. Have a nice life. I was genuinely trying to be a nice person. And I will tell you that anybody that really does genuinely know me knows that I don't have a malicious bone in my body. I did when I was drinking sometimes, but I really don't. I'm a Scorpio. I am loyal to a fault. I'm a ride or die. And I'm right smack dab in the middle of Scorpio. There is no beginning of Scorpio. There's no end. I am on the 14th. I am smack dab right in the middle of that bitch. And that's who I am to my core. So I can be a Spitfire. I'm also just very passionate about things that I speak about. So sometimes it may sound like I'm yelling. I'm really not. Really, really not. But yeah. So my choice, the way that I control my behavior in the situation is block, block, block. I blocked like 5 people in a different chat today just because they were being fucking annoying. Like they kept doing the RIP so and so, and like one of them was RIP Luke Perry. Luke Perry died in 2019. I guess if you're mourning it and you just found out today, then rest in peace, Luke Perry. But it's sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's just the nonsense. But something that happened yesterday that also kind of annoyed me is there were a lot of us that were genuinely concerned about Jim. I don't know if any of you guys saw that, but he was out at Rose Canyon Lake. That's the place that RN had talked about and like the Zodiac ciphers and all of that. And so he had taken his GoPro out there and he was live streaming. And then his live cut out. And it was right after we heard a voice of a man, kid in the background. And hey, Nanette's a Scorpio. What up? Mm, Okay, so there was a, a man, a boy, a teenager, I don't know, who was like, "Hey, can you help me?" And I couldn't really understand. I gathered after the fact. I couldn't really hear him, but I guess he had fallen in the water or fallen something, and he lost his fishing pole. And anyone who's been following the case, they have certain vibes about this person that brought up this location. And I'm speaking in generality because, first of all, I don't like the name throwing out there. I think that the people that are innocent in this, firing squad that we've had online lately, it's really unfair to those people. I don't want to intentionally harm anyone by bringing their name out. I can't control what other people do though. But anyway, so we're all kind of concerned, and it's like, is this person watching out for the location? We would hope not. But all of a sudden, he's just gone for like an hour. Like he doesn't come back on his live. He had a live scheduled. He's like an hour late for it. We're freaking out. Like everyone who knows Jim knows he's a great guy. He of course said he was going to help this other person. So we're like, did he fall in? Did this person take him? I mean, people going missing in Tucson lately. So we were trying to get a hold of people, and I had texted one of the people that lives down there that I know, and they didn't get back to me. And I don't have everyone's number, but the other person that I know is Ted, and Ted was on an airplane, so Ted wasn't going to be able to do anything. He wasn't there yet. And so we were in Alex's chat, and it's nothing against Alex because Alex's chat goes so fast. If you've ever been in there, it's just like do 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 do. And we're all like, can someone like flag down Alex and just let him know? So Nick ARPG came in and into Jim's chat, and he luckily like phoned the sheriff's department, and then like probably 45 minutes later, so at this point we're rounding up on like 2 hours, he comes back on his live and he's like, oh my gosh, like you guys didn't really call like search and rescue, did you? Well, I don't believe in calling a police department in a state that I do not live. So I did not, but Nick does live down there, and so he did, but I'm assuming he like called them off or whatever. But there was so much hate and tension in that chat yesterday because people were saying, check on Jim. Jim needs to be checked on. And you know who ruined that shit? Is all the people who are worried when the people are fine. Just because they're not living on their live stream that day, it does not mean they're not okay. So everybody now, because of the trolls that like to go in there and they like to repeat the same shit in there over and over and over again, like just said the other day, someone was concerned if JLR was wearing deodorant. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I hope you're wearing deodorant. Okay, it's Tucson. It's hot as balls out there. I hope he's wearing deodorant too. Like, you have to put that in his chat. Like, he's going to check it and be like, oh my gosh, thank you, Theodora. I forgot to put on deodorant today. Some of it is so baffling to me. I love it. I love it. But at the same time, when there's a genuine concern like there was last night, people like that have ruined it for the people that are really trying to get a message to people. Uh, hey Nathan, oh nothing. It's Friday. It's Fridays are for whatever the fuck we want. I'm just gonna check the chat. Hit that like, please. I did put the link in the chat if anyone wants to come and talk. But yeah, so um, yes, Nanette, everyone is innocent until they're proven guilty. People. Do I have a topic bringer? Yeah. I mean, I'm not closed off from talking about Nancy Guthrie. I think at this point, until we hear something, um, I don't really know how much left there is to talk about. I do have someone who works in IT that was potentially going to be helping me out, look into some things and whatever. Excuse my mess on the floor. I didn't feel like fucking cleaning today, so it is what it is. You just deal with it. I live in this house, so there's probably a mess. Let's see. Has anyone heard if there's any updates? Let's just check. We can find out real quick. Otherwise, just gonna move on to maybe I don't know if you guys follow 857 at all. You will not excuse the mess on the floor. That's cool. That's cool. Whatever. It's my friend Nathan. He's messing around. Get out of here with your negativity, Nathan. Okay. So let's see. Anything. One day ago, I got a Google alert on my phone that said that the bones that were found like a mile from our house were deemed to be like 1,000 years old. And I'm like, people that have been following this, we know like a week ago, though. So Nancy Guthrie update. Latest from Sheriff's Department suggests the investigation is far from over. All right, let's take a look at this. I mean, this could be something that people, those of us that have been following it might have seen a week ago. You never know. It said it was only posted a couple hours ago, but let's take a gander. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Hold on, I'm getting there. All right. This is from, hold on. Takes you to the tab, and then it's like, oh, yeah, like you gotta share it on your screen. All right. Here we go. Bueller. All right. Why is it so small? Okay. Come on. Social security changes, you guys. How did they know? All right. It says Nancy Guthrie update. Latest from Sheriff's Department suggests the investigation is far from over. Authorities are continuing to investigate the Nancy Guthrie case, and according Nancy Guthrie's case, and according to the Pima County Sheriff's Department, home security footage could still play an important role in determining exactly what happened. According to Fox News Digital's Mike Ruiz, and he's at CrimeCon this weekend, by the way, y'all. Officials reveal that investigators are not done reviewing the footage as the investigation remains ongoing. Per Ruiz, forensic analysis is still underway. When it comes to home security footage obtained from Guthrie's home, Ruiz reports that the same holds true for the DNA evidence found inside the home that was sent over to the FBI last month. Guthrie 84 has been missing. You guys, she's been missing since Sunday, February 1st. Investigators believe that she was abducted from her Arizona home in the middle of the night. They believe that she was? Or why didn't they just? Okay, anyway. No suspects or real persons of interest have been publicly named by the Sheriff's Department or the FBI, and both agencies have asked that anyone with information come forward. The Guthrie case has certainly fizzled out when it comes to coverage by the mainstream media, but the Sheriff's Department maintains that the investigation is still active and the case has not gone cold. Earlier this month, Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos, he sucks, sent a message to the Guthrie family during an interview with KGUN TV. They need to know that we're not giving up. Profound, profound, Nanos, he said. That's it. That's it, right? I mean, I'm not missing anything. That's it. Okay, Nancy Guthrie's longtime friend expresses new fears. Hold up. Do we have a friend? Do we have a friend that has made an appearance? What is this? Where are these pads? No thanks. Are you going to try and sell me Social Security again? You guys, I'm not that old. Swear. Let's see. Anyone can pen pal with you. All right. Bones were found by a Caltrans worker here in California. Oh. Uh. Do. All right. Okay. Do. No way, a friend of Nancy. That's what it says. It says she had friends and um hello, limo fur. Doesn't make any sense. Nancy Guthrie, yeah. Okay. Been over 100 days. When was this article? We got a date, May 12th. Okay, well, it's not that new, you guys. Sorry. Nancy Guthrie has been missing for more than 100 days, and while the investigation is still active, some people seem to have lost interest in the case after initial reports that Guthrie 84 had disappeared. Media outlets lined the streets outside her Arizona home. Turning on the news, the public would see nonstop Guthrie coverage. However, the initial buzz around the case has gradually faded. In a new interview with Page Six, one of Guthrie's longtime friends said that she's worried that people move the Guthrie case to the back burner. Even in Tucson, where it happened, it's starting to fizzle out, and I don't want that to happen. Lauren Serpa. Lauren? Is that Lauren? Told Page Six. It's been 100 days, and people are starting to forget, but not starting not to forget, but not to think about it as much. People are starting to move on. Basically, that's what happens when it doesn't affect their lives. So that's why I'm trying to keep it to the forefront as much as possible. Why is it not sharing anymore? What the frick? Okay, hold on. What the why is it not sharing anymore? Uh hold on. Sorry. Stupid. I swear. This house has crappy signal for the internet. I gotta figure something out. I was about to walk across the street to AT&T today and just get a mobile hotspot because it was just freaking annoying me so much. We'll get it back. But I'm assuming that is Lauren. Um yeah, V, I did hear that yesterday. There is a hidden something. Oh my gosh. With Tony Bruschi. Hidden something. Hidden killers with Tony Bruschi. I don't remember, but I heard it from him. And actually, there's a lot of reasons that that's not necessarily a good thing that she is hiring a private investigator. But I will talk about that in 1 second. Sorry if I was echoing just now. I did mute my computer that decided to come back online like a poo hole, the poo hole that it is. All right, hold on. We're getting it back. $500,000 personal funds. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That is interesting. All right. Why are we why are we not why is it not sharing? Oh, this is getting so annoying. I'm so over it. Why? Is it sharing it? All right. Well, I'm just gonna read it till it decides to cooperate. Even in Tucson, where it happened, it started to feel so. Oh, they're starting not to forget, but not to think about it as much. People are moving on, basically. That's what happens when it doesn't affect their lives. So that's why I'm trying to keep it in the forefront as much as possible. Serpa expressed the importance of keeping the case in mind in case they see something or they hear somebody or someone say something. If they're not thinking about it, they wouldn't even think about anything that somebody would if they're not thinking about it, then they wouldn't even think about anything that somebody would say. Is that just me? Why is that not clicking in my head? Then they wouldn't even think about anything that somebody would say. Oh, then they're not going to be paying attention to what someone else might say. Serpa said, urging the public to pay attention to their surroundings. It just breaks my heart, that the family is going through so much. It just doesn't make any sense. None of it does, she told the outlet. Serpa's comments come just days after Mother's Day. Mother, daughter, sister, Noni, we miss you with every breath. We will never stop looking for you. We will never be at peace until we find you. That's what Savannah said. And then again, we just said he needs the family to know they're not giving up and expressed confidence, promising that the case will not go cold. Sorry, I have family. My kid lives in this house too, and he's playing on his VR, and I already told him to be quiet. But again, we're not, we live here. We live. So I'm not going to tell him to be quiet. Deal with it or don't. I don't care. Let's see what else. I don't know if there's really too much else that is going on. Like I said, I went on a website and it's called like Weigel, Wigle. And who's here? Hi, Gigi. Come on up.
Hey, I'll come up here with you, Justin.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am just doing as well as anybody could expect.
I hear you.
It's Friday. It's Friday. Gotta be happy about that.
Going? Where are you going?
It was, I'm gonna shut the door and hope that
Yeah,
keeps
yeah,
out.
things can get crazy when I'm on the line, right?
Oh, I know, but I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go get a water, but you can talk. You're in my ear. I can hear you.
No, I said let me come up here because it's crazy. Talking to the phone. You gotta like read the chat, and it's just awkward. So I'm
Yeah, you gotta like stop and read it. And someone said that you had a live scheduled or something, and I
I
was like,
did.
I missed it.
I did for a brief 10 minutes while I was in the car line at the school waiting for my son. The all god awful car line.
Hmm. Yes, I don't miss it. It's the first year that my son gets to take the bus to and from school, and it's been a
Yeah.
blessing.
Mine can take the bus, but Prince, son of mine, no. But I mean, I can't argue. I don't work, so that's kind of that's my part of my job duties as a mom. You know.
Yeah, I do. So, what do you think about this private investigator
Well,
situation?
I don't know if it's like they were saying in the chat, something that was already done and it's just becoming public to us, or if it's a new thing. If it's a new thing, eh, eh. If it was something that was going on all the long while, that's more impressive than if somebody comes in now, because there's so many lies involved in this story and shadiness that's like, oh my gosh, that's like really a needle in a haystack, you know? So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to do much.
Yeah, I mean, what they were saying though is that it can, in cases like this, it can be a real hindrance because
Mhm.
the PIs aren't protected under the attorney-client
Right.
privilege. So
Right.
anything that they get can and will be
Uh,
given to, I mean, I guess the defense or the prosecution, depending on what they uncover and from whom. If you're investigating the family,
Yep.
I think you could fall on either side at this point.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm sitting here thinking in the back of my mind, like I hope I hope Savannah prepared because she's liable to find out that people are involved that she didn't want expect to be. You know, I mean, from the sheriff on down and anybody in between there at this point. The way I feel.
Yeah,
I mean, is a PI really going to get anything out of Nanos? I mean, the FBI can't even get nothing out of
no, and I don't. Do you listen to the that Brew Crew over 50?
'em. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So he did a video earlier today, and he's got a good point because we're all wondering about this 911 call and is it ever going to be released? And he said
Hmm.
the fact that it's not
Hmm.
could mean that there is something
Part of
that,
evidence.
right, incriminating potentially, depending on what was said, who's heard in the background, what's heard in the background.
Well, other
Um,
cases, not necessarily missing or just other cases, period, even high profile ones. Like, let's just say a rapper or somebody, right? Dies or whatever. They don't release 911 calls because those are actually a part of the case. So you don't get privy to them in the like a FOIA until the case is done. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You don't get them because that's the initial onset of everything when something happened.
Yeah, I mean, I see. I think what's so interesting is that I get that there are certain things that they have to hold close to the vest. I mean, that just makes sense. But there are certain things that don't, like, you don't have to release the call. What time was the call? What time did people, the police officers get to the house?
Yeah, they give very little information. I mean, very little. You sitting here asking the public for help, but yet you don't give them any information. You ain't gave us no car, no outfit, no nothing. You just said the lady missing. Does anybody know where she at? And that's pretty much what they said. And that's not going through nothing. That's doing nothing. Mm.
Nothing. But I mean, we could, like, we're all trying to fill the gaps, but if we look at, what was I going to say? What we do have,
Actually have
we
that's
can,
the thing. Look
yeah,
what
we
we
can go back and forth on all the shit we don't have, but we need to like focus on the things that we do have.
do have and what has happened. See what has already happened and the moves that certain entities that like say for instance nanos, things that he has actually said, they're very important. The fact that like he said, I'm not going to let go, the fact that that man said he was at that house the night before, the day before, I'm not going to let that go. I'm not going to let it go about the fact that Savannah said what she said about when she came home she got the phone call, okay, which led us to believe it was more toward the end of the day, not the beginning of the day, like noon. Okay. I'm not going to let that go. I mean, these are just things that occurred and it's real suspicious.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. At that point, they were East Coast was what, 2 hours behind or three?
Two. They were saying
Two.
it was 2 hours. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So she would have had, well, gotten the call at noon. It sounds like she didn't get the call till like 2, which would have been noon their time, right?
Well, she said after they came back from somewhere, like where was they at? They was at somewhere doing something like a fun thing with the kids. So I'm thinking, okay, if you're, it just led me, I have to go back and exactly listen to what she said.
Mm.
What it was at the time, it really made me believe that it was more toward dinner time, like around that time of day. That part is very much assuming. What Nano said is not assuming. It's straight up out of his mouth. Like he said that out in front of the house on the first interview. Not the one that he was at the sheriff's office, but in front of the house. The one that they removed from Pima County website. That one. He said it. I mean, what you want me to do, Justin? He said it. I mean, I don't
Just
know.
taking it in and just taking it in.
It's
I
suspicious.
didn't so I didn't know that they removed something from the website. What did they remove?
Excuse me, they removed the actual very first video. Okay, so when he had that hearing, remember the hearing that he recently had down there with the supervisors? Well, during that time, we went and looked on the website. I don't know why we were looking for that first video or something came up, but they removed it. It was no longer on the website. It was gone when it was
Hmm.
there. Now, I don't know if it's because he had the situation going on down there with the supervisors, and he maybe perhaps didn't want that to come up and pick it apart or whatever. I don't know. But it was gone. And I didn't go back after the meeting, to go look to see if
Mm-hmm.
it put back up there. But I just thought like that's weird. Why would you remove it? I mean, I just don't know why you would remove it if we're looking for this lady.
Yeah. And so I think that's actually V, you're like reading my mind right now. So she put in there that the
Hmm.
police, they're allowed to lie,
Yep.
including to the public, to, perpetrators, whatever,
Hmm.
to psych them out or whatever. So my thing is, it's like we have nothing, but we have this giant to us piece of evidence of the video of this guy. So if we're going to go with that theory, which I don't think you're far off, I have, I'm sticking to my original theory. I'm going to dig my heels in on this one. But if we're going to go off that theory, then I have to believe that it's because they know who that is in
Hmm.
that video. And they
Hmm.
want, they want to be like, we have you. but I think they're building the case around that. They're waiting for the DNA to make sure that is the person, that they're looking at. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they know who it is. I don't know about no video, but I know because we going on a video. The first one when the person has no face, that just straight up and down looks like Nano standing in the yard. I said it on day one. I said it after the Mother's Day picture, that somebody got. Yeah, I don't know. Them video, I don't know. Like she just said, they could lie to you, so that could be a lie. That could all be a lie.
Absolutely.
It
Hmm.
totally. So, with that being said, I don't know, maybe they put that out to deter. See, people have to remember they will do things and make you walk yourself right into your own trap. You understand? Yeah, it's been done many, many times. You know what I mean? They let people go, and then the community and the world's like, why let that person go? Because they need more evidence, and when they need more evidence, they just let people walk out that are potential suspects. They do it.
Yeah, I'll give you an example of that. And again, I'm only going to say the name Aaron because I don't even think that's his real name. But when he called into the interview room and he was talking to Chris McDonough, who's also going to be at CrimeCon this weekend, and Ted
Hmm.
said that he's going to live stream that with me on tomorrow night. So we'll see if that happens. I hope so. But when he
Nice.
was talking to him, and you could tell there at some point it stopped from being like intrigue, genuine interest in what this person was saying, to let's see how much info he gives us. And one thing that he said, which is exactly what you're talking about, is all something about, I did Chris say that he heard him call into somewhere, or he heard, I don't, shoot, I can't remember which one it was, but I know that he was referring to Aaron have posted something or commented or called into a different uh
Sure.
stream. Yes.
He did. He
And
looked afterwards.
yeah, he called, I know he called him to sleuth after, but Chris McDonough was talking about something that happened before.
Oh, okay, okay.
And so, anyways, that it doesn't really matter, but that he was referring to him having partaken in some sort of conversation in one of the other streams. And um Aaron kept talking and he was just like, well, I haven't been watching any of them. And he's like, something about Monk's intrigue or, sleuth. And then he was like, well, I haven't even been on Sleuths. And then he just said Sleuth Intuition's channel. And pretty sure that was the one he was referring to. So it's like you walked yourself
Right
right
in.
into knowing exactly what the hell he was talking about.
Mhm.
So it's just a perfect example of, Ted said he's going to stream the interview room people thing tomorrow night. Like there's some private something something. And I, that's why I said hopefully, V, because it's just, it's been weird. It's been a weird dynamic. So I don't know. You're gonna have to add me on Discord, V. We gotta chat, girlfriend. We gotta chat. So
Yeah, very
yeah, I mean, yeah,
right.
go ahead.
I said very, very weird dynamic. Everything pertaining to this whole situation is weird. Not just what you talking about.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, I think that's why it's so intriguing. No, he can't stream at Crime Con, but they're having a separate event tomorrow night that like their own thing. They posted a thing about it on YouTube earlier. Chris McDonough and his wife, just like a short or something about it, but they're having a separate event and he said you could stream at that.
Well, there was a lady streaming at CrimeCon earlier. She was all up in there, all up and through there.
Well, and Ted's got those meta glasses, so I don't know why he doesn't just
And
use
this
those unless they have
lady,
meta detectors. Get it? Meta detectors?
yeah, right. It didn't seem like she had the glasses on. You know, glasses view is different than when you actually holding a phone or something, a device. But she, yeah, she was definitely live streaming. JLR was like, "Well, you can record and play it later." No, no, she was in the lives because I clicked the live button, hit it live, and you know how you scroll and all the different
Mhm.
people come. Well, that's when I saw her, and she was at crying, and I was on the phone with Alex and told Alex, and he was like, "Oh yeah," I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now." I sent it to him.
Did you
Whoever,
hear those fools earlier when they were asking Ted who he was texting and he said my name and they're like,
yes,
"Who's
girl.
that?" I'm like, "Oh
The
my God."
chat went nuts because he's over here acting all silly and entertaining JLR's giggles and shit. And I'm in the chat like, no, that's not true. They're like, Heart, Justine and Ted. I said, no, it's not true. That's not valid. Y'all are liars. Girl, they had you KSSSING. First come love, second come marriage. Child, these YouTubers are a mess. These people on YouTube.
My gosh.
They said it to me. They said, "Oh, Gigi's looking for a husband, honey. I don't need another one. One is enough.
Yeah, one's enough.
I'm
One's
good,
enough, please.
good."
And
Matter
if,
of fact,
if this one doesn't work out, then none after that. I'm
yeah.
good.
There's no one after this. That's gonna be
Yep,
an eternal
no.
life or whatever. Because this is my second one. So no, three strikes by three, you out. Just give up.
Just
If
just
you don't know
just give
what you're
up.
doing, just chalk it up like you're not good at that, and it's okay because everybody's not good at everything. You know.
Oh, I think I think if I got married again, I would wait until I was like 70 or 80 and find someone who had like the opposite ailment of me. Like if
Yeah.
I can't hear and they can't see, we're like perfect, right? Because they can hear for me and I can see for them. Like that, that is gonna
Just
be how that works.
marry a younger one that could take care of you. And tell them you're gonna leave them your house. They'll take
Right.
good care of you if they're gonna get your property. They'll take
Oh
good.
gosh.
Oh,
Come
that's
on, I can't see, but I got a good 401k.
all right. Nowadays, people seeking anything, honey. Whatever you got, they're well taking it. I'll take it. I'm glad I don't have to date nobody nowadays. This dating pool out here, I hear is trash.
That sounds like a nice rom-com. I know, right?
That's what I hear.
We'll call it The Blind Leading the Deaf. That my love story, my 80-year-old love story.
I almost didn't see the kitty because it's up against your black shirt. I saw the eyes. Hey,
Yeah.
does your cat host the show too? Okay. Oh,
Yep.
it must be a
This
black
is
cat
Jack.
then.
Oh,
Oh
oh
look.
yeah, get it. Yeah, get
Yeah.
it.
My
Yeah, this
dog's
is Jack.
screaming when I'm talking to cats. Just the daggone dog is too smart.
Oh yeah. I don't
Look
know, man. I just
all up on you. He's a lovable kitty.
yeah, but so it's like I don't know when they started doing this with cats, but it's inhumane to declaw them.
Yeah.
So they won't do it anymore. I mean, a lot of places won't do it, and I understand why. I mean, I don't think that I knew how invasive it was to them, that it's almost like cutting
First
off
cat
your finger,
declawed.
like right here.
Yeah. I got
Um,
the first cat declawed, so I'm with you. But yeah.
yeah, so when he jumps up on my leg, it's like he want to make sure that he doesn't fall. So it's like daggers.
Oh, he
He's
doesn't
just
have any
freaking.
claws.
No, he does. So it's
Oh,
like daggers in my leg.
yeah. My
Uh,
cat has claws. This cat I have now, but my first cat, she didn't have any claws. I got her declawed. But that was because it was my daughter's cat, and she was real young, so I was kinda scared that she wanted to handle the cat a lot, you know what I mean? And I'm like, "No," and back then it was an option, so I didn't know. I mean, who we barely had the internet back then, you know what I mean? How am I gonna know that a cat you're, like, cutting their paw off? I didn't know that. The vet didn't say that.
right. Right. Right.
Right
I
on
mean,
the
we
head.
didn't know, but they did.
I mean, he knew what he was doing. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm scared of this cat though now that I have because of the nails. I ain't gonna lie. Terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, he's lovable, but like I said, he wants to like jump on me. Like this is my office chair, and they'll claw anything that they can, anything.
Oh yeah, tear it right up.
Someone said the gym found a bone earlier. Is that
Yeah,
true?
I saw that. That's true. That's true. I didn't watch the.
So
He was in the
where
middle,
was it?
alongside some road. Oh man, I don't even remember.
Was it
Somebody in
I-10?
I-10. That's
Why
it.
do I was it?
That. Mm-hmm. That's where he found it. I don't think it was no Nancy's bone. I know it wasn't no Nancy's bone. Cause where he found it, you
Yeah.
seen the body laying there. It was alongside the road. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
if it.
so weird. Should we see what these fools are up to? I don't know if I'm gonna leave them on, but we can see what they're doing. Since
There
people like
like
to watch.
two or three of them.
Okay, let's try and think because my computer is thinking IBM, PBR, PSD, PEE, POP. What are they talking? Pod? What on earth? What are they talking about? Hold on, let's see. Let's see if my computer is gonna like skits. I might. But at least I have my phone on as a backup. So if my computer takes a poo on me, it's not going to cut off a live stream like it did last time. But it sounds like your phone died and my computer took a shit at the same time. So it was like perfect timing.
Yeah, let me plug mine in right now before it goes pooey again. I think when I'm on the live, it takes up more battery. So,
Oh yeah, this StreamYard will drain my battery. It's terrible.
I believe it. But at least you know how to you done figured out how to work all that stuff. So that's a plus.
I'm learning. Isn't that crazy? The first one I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know what to do." And I
Well, the best
forgot to
way to
like
learn is to mess with it. Just mess
mhm.
around
All
with stuff, touching
controversial
buttons.
streamers and
But
giving them a
Oh, they back
talking
and
to.
forth. Okay.
no,
Are
it's
they?
talking
Who
to
said
me.
that?
Some on the chat here.
You ain't talking to me.
Streamers?
Yeah, well, then they could have they'll have an interview.
They're
You
saying
ain't-
they're pulling over controversial streamers?
You ain't talking to DED.
Giving them waiting for us to pull in and like there they are.
There they are. CrimeCon's pulling. What is it? What is the report?
Tase them. Just got the call. Who said that? Not pulling over the ones creating the problems. Wait, not
Wait,
pulling over
TMI.
the
Too
ones
much information.
Why there was people creating the problem? We're not even bringing. We're bringing nothing but good vibes. Like we're not even bringing problems actually.
You say
LSG.
CrimeCon's messing with streamers?
Yeah.
Bring
said
it,
that. Is that
bring
true,
it.
you guys?
Alex said he bring it. They
I was
bring
found on main stage
We're
tomorrow.
not even going in crime.
Yeah, we'll
Crime
run
Con
I
is
don't
main stage.
We're
really
gonna hang
want
out
to
with the
turn on
guy
the
that
chat because I'll
Weston.
probably turn it off, but I want to
What are
see
we
if
gonna
anyone
hear
will
that we're
let
not
Bob,
gonna
me.
hear
whatever his name is.
from anywhere
Chris.
else? I know it's a special thing.
Yeah,
What town is this?
my penis.
PTSD, foe, ETA. Why are they just listing
Sorry.
acronyms?
What did you say, Ted?
No, I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Back here, you can
Hey, NES, Nintendo.
So Alex is getting a speech.
Wait,
I get
wait.
to do a speech tomorrow?
How about BM?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, BMF, Black Mafia family.
Okay.
Remember Big Meech?
Yep.
Little
Big
Jeezy would
Meech.
talk about Big Meech.
Yeah,
Big
they
Meech
did
is
that.
out, man. In Tampa, I think. Big Meech, man.
I can't
He
with
was
these
rolling
people.
so much coke, like
Oh
100
my
million a
god,
month.
shut
DMT.
it, Ted.
How about
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
like read some of these. I really thought
follow
about
for
doing a
follow?
whole
Ah.
episode. I'm gonna mute this. Hold on. Like, I mean, people
How
can
about
stare at
LOL.
them if they want.
Yeah, we-
But I was seriously thinking about doing a whole episode and take out the people's names, but
Mhm.
just read like the most ridiculous part of the chat. Like when that lady said, I hope he's wearing deodorant. Like stuff like that, where it's just like,
They say the
seriously?
wildest stuff, especially when it's like JLR's chat. If you actually slow it down and read some of the stuff these people, they in there bossing, telling people what to do. Jail like oh, you need to drink water. This dude 50 something years old. I think he know he need to drink water. The man like to drink iced tea. Okay, he like to drink it out the jug too, so nobody else can't ask for none. I'm just saying. Why do they
Right.
stop saying it?
Oh my God, please drink water. Oh my
They're
God,
acting
did you
like
bring
the
your liquid
doctor
IV? Shut up. My
diagnosing
God.
people in the chat and everything, girl. It's a mess. And then you got the ones in there that's trash talking them, folks. You know what I'm saying? It's just. So you said, let me get up and get dressed, and I'm gonna go on the JLR's chat and just sit here. I got a good hour. I'm gonna sit here and just talk trash in the chat. I just can't see myself doing that. That's like a waste of an hour.
Right.
I mean, I can't get that hour back, so
I
I'm not
can't,
doing.
I can't.
I mean, even if he's like ticked me off and I want to do it, I'm not wasting an hour doing that
Hmm.
simply because I
See,
can't get it back. You know what I mean? No, that's dumb. Like I don't know where to. But they said that somebody told me that trolls get paid. There's some trolls paid to do what they're doing.
okay.
That makes more sense.
Okay.
That why they would show up every day at the same time doing the same dumb stuff.
I mean, why though? Like get paid from like other streamers?
I don't know who would be the host of paying these folks. But I mean, like, there's that one dude. He hate JLR and them so much. He liable to do some crazy dumb stuff like that. Pay somebody a couple bucks to just harass him in his chat. I see it happening. I can see it happening because that man just thrive. But just like okay, just like they say, people are they have their opinions about streamers outside of Nancy's. Then there's going to be people that talk trash, and that's what their whole stream is going to be about those streamers that are sitting in front of Nancy's. You know what I'm saying? And then there's going to be the reaction people that react to all of it. That's what happens.
And then there's the normal people that are just like,
What's going on? Yeah,
give me the popcorn. I'm here
yeah.
for it.
And you can get lost. You can get lost in some of them chats. You know what I mean? Like, and the next thing you know, you ain't even paying attention to what's going on. You gotta rewind.
Do you see this? Ted is a wanksta.
A wankster. Ted is just he's like a
We used to, that
man.
like died in 1998, I think.
He re, he reminds you of like a male floozy.
Oh God, I love him like a brother, but he is all over the place all the time, and he knows it too.
Yes, indeed he is. But he is like the life of the party a lot of
Do you,
times. The energy.
this? Do you see this? Do you see this? I mean, I will not disrespect the hustle because shit, the man, he gets paid. Okay, so respect the hustle, but I mean, what do some of these people do for a living that they're just like, here, random person, have $100? Like, I'm broke too. Hey,
Well, I
I'm
don't
broke
know.
too.
But there's
Hey.
people that get paid good money at their jobs, and if this is your hobby, you're going to put money into it, right? It's no big
Yeah,
deal.
I mean,
And if like you
no,
say,
no real hate either way, but like everyone's kind of like, where, how? I
well,
don't know.
I'm
No
going to tell
hate, but
you from the world where I originally started from, which is the black true crime world, okay? I'll tell you a little
hmm
between me, you, and these folks sitting here. So, oftentimes when you go to a chat, and I'm not saying this is what is occurring, I'm just saying this could be possibilities. This is what went on over there. So, when you see in a chat where you have a specific people who always give large donations, okay? A lot of times you'll notice that the donation comes in when there's nothing else coming in. It stirs the pot so then people start donating. But it's not really that person donating, it's the host, the streamer who has given that person money to donate during the live to make it seem like they're donating that amount of cash all the time. Okay? I'm not saying that's what happens in this particular case with this particular person because that happens in various different streams. So I'm not saying that, but that is one of the little tricks that bigger streamers that have a lot of subscribers, that's one of the tricks they do. They find one of
I
the
have seen that. I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder if they like low key give this person $100 and say, "Hey, come in here and drop $100."
or they pay that person to do it. Or it's one of their longtime subscribers, or it's somebody they already personally know or they've gotten to know over the years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking
But that
of, hey Jerry. Hi, see you, Jerry. It's nice to see you. V said, imagine this was a car of near or past age 50-year-old women who were giggling like schoolgirls. How do you think YouTube would react? I'm just asking questions.
I think that some of the stuff they say, I don't know. I don't think they would take it too well. Because we're okay, 50-year-old chicks are most of them are probably gonna be moms, some grandmoms at that point. So that makes it even weirder. But dudes, when they find okay, when guys find other guys that they can get along with and they actually like, it's like a bromance for them. Girls can be friends with almost anybody if you're not a mean girl. So chicks will have girls come and go, come and go. But guys are more like, they're not so quick to be friends with folks all the time.
Yeah, that is interesting. And I don't even think, everyone's like introvert, extrovert. I'm just like nice fucking person. All right,
Yeah,
let's be cool.
yeah.
Yes, cozy flower mom, you are totally right. You never know, this could happen to you. That's true. Everyone starts out from zero. And I mean, I'm astounded that I have as many subscribers as I do, within a couple of weeks. And I'm blessed. I'm not anywhere near like being monetized or anything, but today, I've been overthinking like where do I go? What do I do? How do I present it? What videos do I post? I don't know shit about editing. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm like sitting there and I'm getting frustrated because I will analyze everything to death. And so I'm like, and I was like, you know what? Just go on there. Just
You're
fucking go for it. Just
overthinking
get on
it.
there.
You're overthinking it. I'm telling you
Hmm.
right now, when JLR picks up that phone, JLR is just being JLR. He doesn't have a damn script. He doesn't,
Right.
he knows where he going and what his purpose is. Like, I'm going to Pima County parking lot and I'm gonna do a protest and sit down and protest. He knows what he's doing, but then JLR is just being himself. And the best way to be is your authentic self. And whoever doesn't like it, then they can go watch someone else. It's okay.
Facts.
Be you. You know
Facts.
what I mean? Just be you. Show up and be you. That's all it really requires. You know what I mean? Don't overthink it. Because then it'll make you nervous, anxious, and everything else that you don't want to be.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's, like I said, I mean, I like to be honest, right? The people that are on here and they're making money, JLR, he's gonna keep covering Nancy Guthrie because people want to see Nancy Guthrie. And it's a numbers thing at the end of the day. I mean, I he does genuinely care, but we have subscribers that are falling off now. People
Mhm,
aren't just wanting to sit there and call in and listening to the crazy outlandish theories. They
mhm.
were fun at the beginning. They're not that fun anymore. You know what I mean? Like just
Mhm.
not that fun anymore.
If it's been said once, it's been said twice. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. If you didn't hear it here, you heard it over there. So it's all seemingly the same thing. That's why I think they're kind of, excuse me, breaking up the monotony and going other places and doing other things
Hmm.
for that reason. And that's why you just have to do what piques your interest. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not
Yep.
easy what it's going to be. And, some people will say you have to pick a niche and stay with it. I don't necessarily say that's true because I've seen people be successful doing whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I mean, not I hate to keep bringing up his name, but he does what he does and he does it well. But JLR, he's going to God, I want to call it the Overlook Hotel because that's what it was in The Shining, but
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah, that,
hotel from The Shining.
yeah, yeah,
And he's storm chasing, and we're
yeah.
still watching him. I was watching him. I'm like, this is, it's entertaining. It's different.
It's
But
their job.
they'll
At,
move on. Yeah.
it's their job. So as long as you have people showing up every day and participating, then you're doing the right thing. That's why he always says, "Hey, well, I mean, there's a 8K in here that's concerned about this lady." That's why he says that, because it's true. I mean, some people probably just there trolling, and some people there being nosy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
either which way, you're there for the purpose, for the whole cause, the purpose of it all.
Hmm.
So, um, I just think that I don't know. I don't foresee a ending to the Nancy story anytime soon.
No, I don't think there's going to be, a resolution to it. If that's what you're saying, I don't know if you mean like the streamers or resolution, but I think that every day I'm seeing the numbers dwindle,
Uh-huh.
and it was interesting because I was looking at the lives, like 857 was live and Alex is live, JLR's live, Sleuth was live, and I'm seeing 200,
Yeah.
100. And I'm like, this is crazy. I mean, every time these guys would go on 2 weeks ago, they had thousands of people watching. So you already know it's kind of dying down. So I was trying to get all of the streamers. Patriot Pride said they would come on. I haven't been able to get that pinned down with Adam, but I wanted to give them a platform to say, like, who, we came into this case, but like, who are you? What's your mission? Like, what's next? Like, what do you want to do next? And give them kind of a transition, first of all, out of it if they want, say this is what we're going to be looking at next. But to like tell people, like, who are you other than, all right, we're here to talk about Nancy and this is what's going on with Nancy. Who are you guys? You know what I mean? Everyone has a different purpose, a different mission.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I just am intrigued with it all. And I think it's because my whole family, that's all that's there, is law enforcement, politics, all that crap. So I was raised in it. So I'm super intrigued by it. But I didn't want no career in it. I never ever. I always said I never ever want, because with that comes people like Nanos. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with not being able to tell on somebody and nobody listen.
Yeah, I just can't deal with stupid very often, or for very long periods of time. So,
I mean, like literally, you have a guy that's in this job that if something, say he in here dog walking one of his employees. I mean, just totally just off the cuff losing his stuff, which he looked like he totally has. Okay, and
mhm.
it ain't a soul in there that you could tell that's going to do something. So now, if I have to deal with that, now I'm gonna feel like I gotta flatten this man's tires to get back at him, because y'all refuse to do it the legit way.
Yeah. Nobody can has a good point. She said, yep, save the rest for the prosecution. I mean, it's true unless something else comes out, but at the same time, um, there's no way that we can even help at this point because they're not giving us anything to help with. Like they're not giving us anything. We're not fingerprint experts. They're not letting us at the house. They're not letting us have the mat. We're not taking the DNA. We don't have the videos. We can't call Google and say, can you give us the rest of those images? FOIA requests are being denied. So we're kind of screwed. Like, I don't know other than someone telling somebody, that is streaming it. I don't see how we're able to assist in this case. I
I
mean,
don't
I,
think
I
they
don't
want
know.
to assist in this case, Justine. I feel like they feel like, and when I say they, it's a couple of people in the they, okay, starting with Nanos. They feel like the streamers are screwing up the plan. Okay, now here's what I mean by that. Whether Nanos is involved, you're screwing up the plan. Okay, If that man is actually involved in this, them streamers sitting out there prying, meddling, going in his business file cabinet, you know what I'm saying? Pressing the issue with this and pressing it. That's just a Henderson to him if he involved. And then if he's not involved, then he's genuinely trying to investigate. And let's just say that he believes that everything is pointing to Tommaso. Them people sitting out front of that house is the go preventing Tommaso from moving the way he would move if they weren't sitting out there, which might be him to more than what he currently has. You understand what I'm saying? So on any avenue, I don't think he wants y'all out there. Period. And
No.
when with the whole thing with Alex and that one particular dude that was like, you gotta leave, that was Nano's right hand man because we started going all down through his personal file cabinet, talking about his house and taxes and the assessor. We was all down through there, and he ain't like that. That set a blaze to him. So that just told me, because seconds after we were having this moments after we having this conversation, here come this police. Why? What particular were we doing different that day than any other day? Talking about that man's business,
Yeah.
his personal business, not his sheriff job, his personal business.
Where he goes to the gym, what kind of car he drives.
About how much he paid for his house and how it was under assessed and how to I said, well, that explains why he snapped out at the assessor, because if he had his homeboy as the assessor in prior times and the house was only assessed like it was a one bedroom and a one bathroom, look at the house, come on now, and he only paying minimal taxes. Okay, if your house is only assessed at one, but if your house is assessed at what it actually is, a $650,000 home, well, you're looking at a big tax bill there, my guy.
Lisa says hi, Gigi. Or she said
Hi.
Gigi. V
Oh,
said, I really hope they don't charge the wrong person to get the public to back off. It's happened many
mhm,
times before, and it's always a concern I have. It's not
accurate.
justice for anyone. And I agree. I did not know anything, and we don't have to switch the topic. We can go back to this. But for example, I didn't know anything about the Delphi case. And
Mhm.
I
That
looked into it, watched some documentaries, and I was thinking, the family's so happy that there's a conviction. But if they don't have the right fucking
correct.
person,
Nothing.
then what is that worth to you? Do you want just someone in jail, or do you want the right fucking person in jail? Because to me, I would want the right person that did this crime. You know what I mean? I just,
Well, I think for some people, they really genuinely believe what the prosecution is saying. Some people in that situation, you know what I mean, where they don't have the right person, perhaps. Um, and you get to the point where in the grief process, right, where it's like, okay, the person's not coming back ever, whether they're just missing, whether they're found dead, they're not coming back. And no matter what the outcome of this case, it's not going to make you feel better because the person's
yeah,
not coming. They're never coming back. So you understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people seek that type of what they call closure, but there is no such thing as closure. Okay. It's called more like acceptance. That's
yeah,
about it.
absolutely.
The fact that this is the person and they're going to go to jail for the rest of their time. But I feel like it's horrible to have the wrong person in jail because that means that the actual killer or whoever, the assailant, is out on the loose to do it
Hmm.
again. That's
Right.
worse.
To do it to someone else's family.
On top of the fact you got an innocent person sitting in there. So that's just
Yeah.
horrible when you got the wrong person or you put a patsy in there. That's just lame.
Um,
I feel like that
yeah.
what she said is accurate though. I feel like that's what's going to end up happening in this case, or it just is going to go unsolved and off into the wind.
And see, that's why, I don't know. I guess to me, yes, they say like let the law handle it, let the law handle it. Well, the law right now isn't doing shit that we're aware of. So I think the best thing, if Savannah is using the private investigator to go out there and to gather the missing DNA, to gather the missing fingerprints, to bring in another CSI team, comb that bitch, find some more, evidence, and go find the person and work backwards. Because at this point, you know, my mom's 84, probably has a good couple of years left. You get the person, they're going away for a portion of her life. But to me, I want those few fucking years with my mom if she's still alive.
Right.
So go get the DNA, find who it is, find her, work backwards. I don't give a shit if it ruins the case. I really don't, because at that point I'd want my mom, you know? I don't
Yeah.
get it.
And you know, the Pima County public information person told JLR and Alex that day that it was a shared case. So when you arrest somebody, you have to pick where you're going to try this case. It can't be a shared case. Is it going to be state court or federal court? What do you mean sharing? So because here's the thing, the state will go to trial with less evidence than the feds will. The feds gonna have a lock seal deal to the point where there's no way out for you when you mess with the feds, okay? If it's their case solely, they're gonna put you in such a bind that you're gonna be, if there is a plea deal on the table, you're gonna be forced to take it. Because that's how much evidence they got on you. That's how they move. The state, their evidence can be the witnesses all over the place, half wit all over the place. Get up there and it could be a whole slop show. You know what I mean? So who is trying the case? Because that is important at this point, because that really tells us how they're working on the case. If you said it, oh, the feds are handling it, okay, well, that gives us a little bit more security. Like things are maybe getting done. Well, of course, we're not gonna know if they're doing it. But remember, there's only what? How many people signed, Justine? They said what? Five, four, two and two,
Mm.
two feds, two Pima County, something like that.
Is that what we're down to now?
That's what it is. So the notion that there got no, and Nano said out of his own mouth, this is just like any other missing person that goes missing all the time in Pima County. So he's not giving her any more grace of stardom and all that stuff because of who you are. That's what it sounds like to me. If you say it's just equivalent. And apparently old folks go missing in Pima County often.
Yeah, I mean, Cozy Sunflower Mom said I think they're waiting on the DNA. I hope so. And I mean, kind of goes back to what I said earlier. That's why they release the footage, right? If they know who they're looking for, they're waiting for the DNA, but that's dangling the bait saying, hey, we know who you are. Um, and they're waiting for the DNA to confirm that. I mean, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it's just like I would want her more than I would want the person that took her if that was my
Well,
mom. I don't know.
one, if let's just say this, if so, if there's more than one perpetrator in this story, okay, what I can tell you, I know for a fact is if they have some DNA in that home from the perpetrators and from, let's say, one of the perpetrators, right? And they ran it through CODIS and it came up with nothing. It can't be Tommaso's DNA because Tommaso's going to be in CODIS because he's a teacher. And all teachers have to get an FBI fingerprint clearance, which goes through CODIS. Okay. So you cannot, he would have came up. If he's a teacher, you got to have clearances. So it can't be his DNA.
But like fingerprints, or they actually do they put their DNA in there as well.
It's a fingerprint, but you're still going to be in the CODIS system.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
mean, I guess if they were gonna go, they could probably go a backwards way and still get DNA off of the fingerprints if they still have them
yeah, I mean,
too.
they didn't tell what kind of DNA are they talking about? Well, I mean, what are we talking here? They say it's a hair. Is that the DNA they're talking about?
I don't know. Maybe.
I
I don't know.
I hope it's not the hair because good lord, a defense attorney gonna tear that up if it's that man's hair. He lived in that house at one point. I mean, he's in there all the time. What do you mean?
Yeah, and see, I think Cameron to me is a little
Oh, now you're talking
sus.
to me. Let's warm it up now. Now you're talking, girlfriend. See, it's always that person that pokes the bear that just stands back like, "Ooh, I'm not here. You don't see me."
Mhm.
That's suspicious to me. Especially the
Yeah,
job that you have. You would have think that he would have jumped in the forefront.
yeah, I mean, I could see having Savannah. Okay, my cat's stealing my pen now. Okay, bye. Okay, you take that pen. I could see Savannah taking like the PR aspect of it. That's her lane. That's her lane. The optics, the investigation, that would be to me more of Cameron's lane, is trying to figure out the optics of it, and potential, if he, because he did some sort of covert shit, right?
Intelligence.
Well, apparently he wasn't intelligent enough to
Hmm.
stop them from releasing the crime scene. Like, again, I don't, oh, there's so many things that I don't get. I don't understand it. If this was my family, because I can only speak from my experience, and I know for a fact that if that was my parents' home and they said, oh, well, you can have the house back, like we got everything we need, I would personally tape that shit up, and no one would be going in there until I knew for sure they didn't need anything else from that house. What the hell? What
But
the
you're
hell?
see, here we go. Now this is going to be criminal justice 101 for you, Justine. You're thinking in the mind frame of you're not a part of trying to off your mama. You have to think about it in another mind frame. This person is trying to harm this. Listen, if you go snatch an old lady that age up out the bed in the middle of the night, you trying to harm her. I don't want to hear about no kid that you ransom and all that. You're giving her back. You're gonna harm her because you're gonna give her a heart attack, bro.
Yeah.
Because if somebody comes over my bed in the middle of the night when I think my doors is locked, I'm gonna have a heart attack. And I'm not 84 years old.
Well, see, that's the thing, right? All we know is what they said, which, take that with a fucking grain of salt at this point,
That could be
is
understandable.
that
Forget that can all be a
she,
lie.
right, that it disconnected, right? That's what they said. So does disconnected actually mean that it just lost the Bluetooth, physically lost the Bluetooth connection? Or did it show that her heart stopped before it was, before she left the house? Like, that's two different things that we're talking about, right? Because we have
Yep.
one where, she's got the pacemaker, she's got the app, it's connected, she's in the fucking house. We see a flat line. Okay, then we know she died before she left. Is that why
But
everyone's
my,
kind of like,
but my issue
okay,
with the story is that this is where my problem about the whole watch monitor thing, heart thing. Okay, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but just listen to this. So if you have a pacemaker, right? The one thing that you never, ever, ever want to do is be near magnetic forces,
right.
right? So
Hmm.
why would she be um having on Apple Watch when it's a magnetic force in there? I mean, is it because it's a small magnetic force? But so I guess what I'm trying to say is your cardiologist telling you to do this? Because I thought you were supposed to stay away from magnetic force. Like, see how I'm saying make it make sense to me? So before we even get into the logistics of it went off, it did this, it alerted. Listen, I need to understand how's this so if this lady is walking around with a pacemaker? Because I have a neighbor that
Yeah.
have one, and she said, "Oh no, my cardiologist told me don't wear one."
Yeah, no, I
I don't know. I
get what
mean,
you're saying. I don't know.
doctor can tell you to do something different. Don't get me wrong. We've seen that happen in life, you know. But I don't know if I believe that story. I don't believe. I don't know
Yeah.
if I. And you know why? Here's why I don't believe it, Justine. Because first off, okay, yeah. They can tell us that they have seen it on the registry, on the phone, or whatever, right? Yeah, boo for that. I just don't believe a lot of the story of the timeline because the people who had to narrate the timeline are the family, which are shady records. I'm not listening to y'all, bro. Right now, I feel like y'all are involved, so I can't listen to your timeline. Far as I know, there was hours this lady was missing. Hours beyond hours. I mean, when you talk about somebody that age missing in the middle of the night, even if you go from 2 o'clock or whatever that time that was, right? All the way till 12 the next day. She could be in Easter Blip. I mean, let's think about that. Take out all that clutter in the middle of the story and think about when they said this lady, okay, 2 o'clock to 12 the next day. That's a lot of hours, Justine.
Yeah. Sorry, I like totally like squirreled and just looked over here for a second and like I saw Ted hanging from something. Hold on. Let's see if
They
we can
don't
find
stop.
it. Wait, is he like who's I seriously thought like do you see this little thumbnail? I thought that's like was Ted walking back to the car?
On the side of the road. Yeah, look like
It
he,
is.
he was at. Oh, he stopped at the sign. That's what they do. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think he might have stopped to go to the bathroom. Here,
Well,
that's what I saw. Shoot.
that right
Dang it.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
I
like
think
evil
this is close
people.
enough. I just look over and see Ted doing some monkey shit, like hanging. He's hanging
I
from those
don't know if
things.
they think that, like, let me climb up and Ted. This is how you
Someone
get.
said put an air tag on Ted.
He needs an airbag. No. Did you see him at the gas station earlier? He's all acting all suspicious and janky. And JLR is like, yeah, he's up to something. He said he drank Red Bulls. Then he going back and get more Red Bulls. He's jumping cones, the gigantic cones at the gas station. Ted.
Yeah. I mean, I, oh, here we go. What are we doing? What are you doing? Look at him. Like he's like,
JLR.
oh, he was limping and now he's like, let me just jump up here. Lord help us.
Alex still in the car.
Oh, see? He's gonna
Car
fall. I mean, I
there.
know he doesn't because oh.
What in the world?
I'm sorry that we paused this very direct conversation we were having, but look at him. What is he doing? I wish I had that much energy. And he's older than me. I don't have that much energy. What the frick? Go get him, Dad. Go get him, Alex. Oh, Alex, like, I'm just gonna film this. I feel like let's pause for this commercial interruption, but it's really just Ted hanging from rafters or something. They're nothing if not entertaining.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. I
That's going
spoiler alert,
crazy.
he does not. That's going crazy. Oh, see. This is what I saw when I like turned him on. I'm like,
But yeah, like he's
What the
hanging
heck
from
is
the
going on
light.
here?
don't hang from the light. Are you
He's crazy.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna hang from the light. I'm like, that's gonna calm
All
her
right,
down.
Ted.
Oh, 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 oh. I oh, okay. He's good. He's good. All right. I'm gonna take him down now because
I hope he got his insurance cards
All
with him when
right.
he leaves.
A little bit too
see
much
he's
to
picking
drink,
up a
maybe.
rock and okay. He said he was gonna live stream with me later tonight, but I think maybe he just maybe needs a nap.
Yeah, he might be tired after all that, right?
It's a lot of hanging. So anyway,
Oh,
um
so
shit.
yeah,
There was
so
something I wanted to say, but go ahead. You were finishing a point. I'm sorry.
um, yeah, I forgot. But anyways, oh, they were saying in the chat that it was connected to the phone, perhaps. That makes more sense. That makes better sense. Okay, that makes way better sense. But
Oh yeah.
it's
Okay.
still, I don't trust a lot of the narrative within the middle of the story, because of who told the narrative, who controlled the narrative. For all we know, the dinner. I mean, they say the Uber was verified. Okay, for all we know, she never even made it back home. It could be a lot of things in this story because it's so little information, and the information they gave
It-
just doesn't go together. It's like all over the place.
yeah, I think that they were like, "Oh shit, maybe we should figure something out." Like, "Oh shit, maybe we should figure out a story for this." And they just did a really shitty job at making one up. I mean, I don't know if I can believe anything that they're saying.
Because you can't say to yourself they thought that, oh, this won't be a big story. Because come on now, some you know what I mean? It's an anchor on national TV, bro. What do you mean? So you can't think it was that. Can't
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
I was
it
gonna pull up this
was a
website, but I don't think I should.
horrible story. Whatever. It can't be. It can't be true. The story they're telling can't be true. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Something's missing.
Something's missing. Something's missing. So
Yes.
I gotta find someone who's in IT. I had someone looking at it. They haven't gotten back to me. And I don't want to share it on the screen. But I can kind of read you like a portion of it just because and the reason I don't want to share it is because it is like the network and like the Mac and the SSDI stuff for like the routers and the stuff, their network
Mm.
in the area where she lives. And I have data from 2000 something to current. And there's a lot of like weird things that happened on the 11th.
Uh,
Not
yeah.
so much, yes, not so much the first, but the 11th. And from what I gather, and I'm a layperson when it comes to the IT stuff, but there were a lot of networks that like dropped or ended connection on the 11th.
Not
And
surprised.
like, and some of them started like December 28th and ended January 11th. Like, so
Right.
that to me is just strange.
That's interesting because when JLR said he tried to get the FOIA for well past, he went back past the date of the incident, right? And I think he said he went maybe 6 months back and tried to get any 911 calls for that time. They wouldn't even give them up. That's interesting. Because
Yeah,
let's
I
say
mean, yeah.
things were going on that day. Don't you think people, the way they call 911 on them streamers, don't you think them people would have been on the horn? There's going to be some calls. Think about that. Probably was a lot of calls
Mm.
if weird stuff was going on and people. I mean, there was a guy in Nancy front yard on that day, right? With a mask on, with no face.
Sorry, I just want to like make sure I'm not missing anything in this. I think the porch guy and Nancy are in a car underwater. Just what I think, my guess. Um, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. What I was gonna say is I think what's baffling to me, right? Like we understand they gotta hold the cards close to the vest. Can we trust anything they say? No, no, we can't. We know we can't. My biggest question is why do they run around and tell all the family, all of the friends, don't say a word? We had no leaks, none from friends and family. I mean, Lauren's spoken. I don't know their relationship dynamic. I've heard different things, but I'm not gonna, this is not a channel to like bash anybody or anything. She was very nice, made them dinner, whatever. I'm gonna leave it there. So I don't know how close she was to Nancy, but the fact that we've had no leaks from her church friends, we've had no leaks from her family, no leaks from the neighbors, like
I think
nothing.
because that part right there is simply because of Savannah and the severity of what this could be. I mean, for all intents purpose, this could be a stalker of hers that they know about, and you know what I mean? Like we don't know what they told the family as to what, and the friends as to why they don't want them saying anything outside of it could fuck up the case. Excuse my French. You know what I mean?
I
Outside of
mean,
that.
I've been swearing on here. I don't know what the rules are with that, but I'm not monetized anyway, so
Yeah, I
swear
guess
away. I don't care.
all right. But yeah, I think that outside of her celebrity, and there's a thing, a dynamic of messing up the case, saying too much, if they do know certain things, as well as we don't know what they told them. They could have told them that yo, we might believe this is a stalker. Like us what's the boy named Cameron? Cameron told his sister, I think it's because of you. That part right there blows me. I think it's because of you, sweetheart. Oh yeah. What makes you say that?
Yeah, that to me is weird too,
It's
because if that was something and one of my family members came and they were like, "Do you think
like,
this is because of me?" I'd be like, I don't know."
listen, man. If my sibling came to me and said this, I'd be like, and why, pray tell? Do you think that? So that tells us that in order for him to have said that to her in such a way at such a time, that means that there had to have been stuff going on.
Right.
I mean, it had to be.
But like look at that person who I don't know if they were actually involved in the case, but that person that went on Brian Enton where like they completely disguised the voice and the person like completely, and you just heard that voice. Why none of that from family or friends? There's got to be someone chomping at the bit for a little bit of fucking attention. I mean, people are not that flawless. So
Well,
why
and
nothing?
there's people that probably offer some dollar amounts too, and they didn't bite at it. But I don't. First off, I don't think there's a whole ton of people. I mean, a whole ton of friends, because let's not forget she's 84 years old. Like my dad's that old, and he definitely has said that a lot of his friends are now gone. That he outlived his friends. So when you talk about a person her age, I'm not going to say that she didn't have younger friends, but it's not going to be a gigantic amount of people because she's elderly. I mean, unfortunately, they pass away. I don't think it's going to be a ton of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And oh
I
yeah,
mean, I don't
s-
know. Just it's
and
surprising to me, that's all.
this one thing I wanted to say to you.
Mhm.
Might sound crazy, but okay, when we talk about that card, the adult protectives card, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just for physical, right? It's for any kind of abuse, including and not limited to financial. Okay. So I was thinking that maybe Nancy called on herself because you can. Like I'm being taken advantage of by my daughter, and I don't know what to do.
Or I don't know how to tell her no. I don't know how to handle this. Yeah.
That's it. That they will help you. If you are elderly and in the situation that she's in, if they took a financial advantage of her, you can't just call the cops about that. I mean, they're going to tell you got to go to court or do something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Especially
Um,
if you gave them rights to go into your accounts. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. And so there's like two different things that spin off of your point. I mean, I don't disagree with you. One is I know that I think Patriot Pride showed that article or something that said that she made an appointment to change her will or her power of attorney. The meeting was supposed to be February 3rd. It obviously did not happen.
Yeah.
And then um the other thing was everyone's talking about the power of attorney, but sorry, hold on. I don't sorry. Not. Can you hear me though?
Mm-hmm. I can still
Okay.
hear you.
All right. So the other thing was everyone's talking about a document or a power of attorney or something like that. And they're like, Tommaso is or whatever. The only document that I saw, so it could be a different document, was one with Tommaso and Annie because they were selling their house or buying this other house. It was like around the time that the new house was purchased or the last house was sold, where he got or Annie got power of attorney to sign the documents on his behalf because maybe he was going to be in Italy or something like that. He wasn't going to be in town. But that's the only document that I've seen. And it only pertained to their old house. So I'm not, what is everyone talking about with that? Is it two different things?
Well, I think that's what the one they're talking about pertaining to him, but I think that it was said that he is over the estate, Nancy's estate. That's what that's where the interminglings happen, I feel like. Not so much Annie and Tommaso and having a power of attorney, but more of why is Tommaso in charge of that lady's estate when she got three well able bodied children? Weird. That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
Well, don't give me the
So
line.
Lisa said, would we automatically assume it's a kidnapping for ransom without a ransom note? Who thinks that? People go missing all the time, reported on the news. They don't say kidnapping for ransom. I mean, that's a good point. Who does assume that? Unless, I mean, the police come in and they're like, do you think she was kidnapped? And that was another thing that guy talked about when he said that the 911 call isn't being released is did the dispatcher say, do we think that she was taken? And then maybe whoever was there overheard this and was like, that's a good idea. Yep, that's what happened, and we're gonna run with that. But with like John Bonet, the note was there when
Right.
they found that she was gone. The note was there. Why wouldn't they fucking leave a note?
So here's the thing. So they want us to believe that Savannah got the phone call. Let's just say it was at 2 o'clock that time. We're gonna go with 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock that day, right?
Yeah.
She talked to her brother in that time era right there. The brother said that it was pertaining to her, which right there tells you that he's leading on to yes, that she was kidnapped because of Savannah. not just went missing. But Lisa, you're absolutely right, because I tend to believe that that's part of the confusion. First, we said it's a missing person or a kidnapping. Then we said it's just a missing person. We still don't know what it is. What is it? Because they're all different things: kidnapping, abductions, and a missing person. Three separate things. And they have used all those words pertaining to this lady, and we still don't know what is it. You know what is it, Justine?
I think didn't someone say something about there's a difference between abducted and kidnapped?
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Now, that's what I'm saying. What is she actually listed as? Just a missing person? A missing person could be somebody that just wandered off and got lost. A missing person could be
Ye-
like Nancy got a boyfriend, or in Bahamas, and she like, I'm done with this. I'm taking my bread and I'm out of here. That's it. She could be a missing person like that.
Yeah, I mean, either way, she's not there. But
Did
I
they
mean,
check
I
her social
wonder if
media?
CPS would help her or APS would help her disappear herself if she wanted to.
Well, I don't know if they gonna put you in protective custody, but I guess if they had to in a unique situation, they probably could and would. You
Go take a
know?
shower and then we'll talk about it. I will do it, but go get in the shower. It can be here as soon as tomorrow, I'm sure. Go. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
This
I
is
got
trying to get my kid in the shower. Um,
I got a 13
no,
too.
not me trying to get my kid in the shower. He needs to go take a shower. He needs to go get in the shower. Let me be very clear.
Right.
Because people are weird on here. This is my
Yeah.
other cat.
Oh, let me see. Wait, is you got oh, this one has white paws. Okay, that's how you know them apart. Okay. That's like an Oreo kind of kitty. Oh, they're both big,
Yep. That's a Luda.
pretty.
So when
I
I
wish
yell at him, I can say Luda.
that's funny. Yeah, I think it's just all over
Mm.
the place, Justine. I don't know what's to be said about this. Some days I feel
Yeah.
like it's all over the place by design, on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, my theory, I'm gonna die on this cross, is that they know either where she is, who has her, or what happened to her. Like they have some sort of finality in one of those areas, I believe.
I feel like when she packed up and went home, she knew at that point she wasn't recovering her mother. She wasn't coming back. And I don't feel like
Yeah.
they'll ever obtain her body or anything. It's just gonna be, I don't think you're gonna I don't think you're gonna get her. I mean, unless some wild stuff happens, like somebody's like, "Oh, it's been oh my, I just can't," like, or somebody pillow talks. But I feel like the people that's going to pillow talk is laying next to each other before the crime, during the crime, after the crime, and today. So I don't think you're gonna get that pillow talk. You know what I'm
So
talking about?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's why
I
money
don't.
hasn't been claimed. I mean, come on, think about it. If you had three people, three amigos, and they say you're gonna get immunity and you're gonna get 1 point whatever $1 million to snitch on these two clowns, and you get to walk free, man, you don't think that somebody would go and tell fast? Man, you know how quick I'll be in there telling. You get immunity and you get to, get the money. But if you got a certain combination of people that were involved that were there doing it, they're not going to tell on each other. They bound by a different way other than friendships because of a crime.
Yeah. Sorry, I was also reading. Lisa said that On Sleuth, he had that the porch person has on a silver Tiffany and Company bracelet.
Listen, I feel like that if you're going to entertain the picture of the porch guy, I feel like the porch guy has on one of those polyurethane mask and then put on that winter cap mask on top of it because of the depths of the eyes. I saw a guy put one of them on and walk out in public with it on a YouTube short, and I was like totally amazed. And they showed you where you can buy them right on Amazon.
Yeah, there was actually just a 2020 episode, I think like a week or two ago, where someone had ordered one of the guy's ex-wife, like the child's mother,
Uh-huh.
and walked in the house, looked like her, and like torched the house. And come to find out, it was this guy
Mhm.
who wanted to claim the insurance money. And then I'm assuming he had ended up somehow having her unalived because I think they ended up finding her car in like the water or something. But
Uh,
that's the first time I even knew you can send a picture of anyone's face,
uh,
anyone, to
have
this
it.
company and they'll make you a mask.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I feel like, okay, if you took time to plan something out, let's say you had months, you came up with this scheme for months, you have time to get one of those. You have plenty of time to get one of those.
Yeah. I mean, if it was planned, then yeah. I mean,
Yeah, V, that part. I think something happened where they knew that lady is no more. I mean, because like we're all draw dropped that this lady just went back to New York. Let's be real, she got plenty of money. She could have stayed wherever she wanted. NBC was giving a lady time. So beyond your children, I would just send for my children. And you come on over here with me then. We'll figure it out. I'll get you a tutor or whatever. I'll hire a teacher for y'all. Don't worry about it. You know? But there was something that made that lady say, it's not worth me staying here. I'm going back home.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can just get real quick, like fast forward to where this supposed, not Lisa saying that it's a supposed, because I believe that you saw it, but I need to see it with my own eyes, like this bracelet or necklace or
I never even saw a tattoo on the wrist, to be honest. Now, true in it that I guess when you put certain grids and enhancements or lighten it, darken it, mess around with the photo. But I still didn't see no tattoo. I guess if you look at something long enough, it'll be whatever you want it to be.
I've said the same thing with like with all these AI things where
Psychologically, that's a true thing. If you stare, that's like saying if you tell yourself a lie long enough that you'll believe your own lie. And that's how people beat lie detector tests.
it's confirmation bias as well, because I mean it happens with this case too, where you're going to believe your theory and you're going to dig your heels in. You're going to believe your theory no matter what you're
What?
saying. Okay, Lisa, I think I have the picture up. I'm not.
Oh, bracelet and a tattoo. Mm.
See. Here, I'll share it. And I
If,
would have to listen to it, but I I, I don't know. I don't know.
if the
Because I
house
don't
was
like to discredit anyone's work either. So I don't know. Do
I
you see
think
it?
It's that old boy came into town and voila, here's some pictures that was on this Google Nest thing. And yeah, we got with the Google people and we came up with this, and that's all we got. I don't believe that either. Somebody's lying there too, okay? I mean, you just got this just tiny bit right here. That's it. And did Nanos even go to Google and ask him for it? That's that question, because maybe he knew he was out front that lady house on the 11th, testing out the camera to see if anybody was going to call the police from an alert.
Yeah.
Nancy ain't called. We're all in the clear. Let's do it. We're gonna do it on that day, y'all. We let's go.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fucking baffling to me too, because I don't know. I feel like some of these points are like very important and people are just like, well, it could be this, it could be that. If you have a camera, I don't care if you have a subscription or not. For mine, I only had a certain amount of data, but what it would do is it would still save those clips,
Right.
only a certain number of them, and then it just like wouldn't record them anymore. It would still alert me, but
Yep.
I got it because I wanted to save the clips in case, something happened. But
But no
you're
alert.
telling me you didn't have a fucking alert on the 11th. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it was a test. Like, okay, was Nancy
Hmm.
looking at her phone? Do she check these things? Like, because here's the deal. How, okay, like you just said, you're going to get an alert on your phone. So you mean to tell me that y'all never looked at her phone when y'all found her phone laying on the counter and she went missing? Did you clear the alert? I mean, did you look at it? I mean, what was on there? You understand what I'm saying? Like, so, because I know exactly what you mean, because I had some old giddy girt camera thing that did the same thing. Matter of fact, it was before the Ring camera was like big, right at the tip. It was when they were still just taking photos. It was
Hmm.
like take a picture of you, whoever was at the door, and send it to you. So, and that would happen regardless to whether you had a subscription. It sent it to my phone, and until I opened it, was there. Was there. No matter how many more pictures came in, that first one was still there. So I'm just questioning, like, what was on her phone as far as her camera is concerned, her Nest camera.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Nobody
mean,
saw
right.
that strange guy standing in that front yard. Nobody.
Right. Because, yeah, you said the phone is still there. Right. So, and I would imagine that she didn't have time to open her phone to clear an alert. Like that shit should have been right fucking there. And it should have told you exactly what time or at least X amount of hours ago. Right.
11th and on the day in question.
Yeah.
But I think the 11th was a test to see if she did check the alert and would she call the police if she,
Hmm. Yeah.
and she didn't, allegedly, as far as we know.
Allegedly.
You know what I mean?
Allegedly, supposedly. All this is allegedly, supposedly.
Yeah, I mean, she from what we know, she didn't call anybody on about the 11th. So that tells the person that's standing in the front, if it's somebody that's involved that knows this lady that has access to her stuff in her home, that tells them right off rip that she doesn't check it. She didn't even check it. So there.
Yeah.
And if she didn't,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay, Lisa, will do. I'll watch his thing because it is difficult to see. And yeah, I don't I'll look. We'll see. But sorry, Gigi, go ahead.
um, yeah, that's tricky too. I was reading it too, but it's tricky with that infrared. It's not like a regular photo. It makes things show up different ways and shadowy, and it's just different. It's different than a regular lighting on the.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it just doesn't make any sense that you that's the only photo. It doesn't make any sense that Cash Patel comes into town and voila, we have a photo. He comes in town like Houdini, and woo. Now that makes me say that you wasn't even asking these people for the photos, Nanos. If this man came in here and simply did that in that short amount of time, that means that you didn't even probably go to Google and ask him. You little liar. Because how can Google do what so Google only was going to do a certain amount for Nanos, but not for the FBI? I don't know. That don't
Right.
sound right. That don't sound right. It just makes me feel like you never even went to them. You just said you did, and they couldn't get nothing because there was no subscription. That's part of your. That's part of your. What you call it? Your script or what you were supposed to say, and you said it. And then you never suspected that old Donald Trump was going to come in and say, "Oh, I'm sending cash out there." Never suspected that. They could never have suspected that in a million years was going to go down. I don't care. I think
Yeah.
that's what
I
the
mean, it's
ransom.
crazy.
I think the shift happened with the ransom at that time too, when you know the next level got involved, so to speak. But
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think I mean here we did it again, right? We just talked for like, an hour and a half about the case, and again, it's we're pointing out what we know and why that's suspicious, and that's why everyone surrounding this case looks suspect as shit,
absolutely,
because it's so weird. It is so fucking weird. It's weird that they're not asking, like, there's no call to the public. And, you know, it's like, if they do know that she's no longer with us, then just come out and say it. Save some people's time. Like, save Jim's time. Like, you cannot be that thoughtless that these people are out here looking for your mom, thinking that you're just, I don't know, lazy or whatever people think, that you're not out there doing anything. Just come tell some people. Then you want us off the case. You want Alex to stop being on the street. Make us shut up by telling us something. Something.
no, I don't think that that she's like put up and they're just letting this go on. I don't believe that because at some point when you do certain things like that, it's an actual crime. You know what I mean? Um, it's like false
Oh,
reporting.
like Sherry Papini.
You know, it's a lot. You can't just go. You know what I mean? That's false reporting. A person missing and all this stuff, and you knew where it was the whole time. Somebody gonna get in trouble for that because millions of dollars were spent. Don't forget about that girl in South Carolina that did that junk. And, and they held her accountable for that financially and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, isn't that's Sherry Papini, where she said it was the two Hispanic ladies and it turned out to be like her ex-boyfriend,
No, I'm
but
talking
he
about
didn't even take her.
Carly Russell. Carly
Oh,
Russell
there's
that
another one?
she was like, "Oh, there was a baby in the woods and all this crazy hootin' nanny." Had people out there looking for this alleged baby in the woods, and it just was a mess. Okay, and she was lying, and I forget why she was lying, but she was lying. Okay, she got caught. So you can't just, say people are missing in certain things like that. It's a crime. You're gonna get charged, bro. But I mean, if you involved, then that's minor compared to the stuff that you're gonna get in trouble for. Get caught.
Good night, Gail. Thanks for being here. She's gotta go make dinner. Okay, Sherry was in California. Lisa said Carrie Russell happened in Birmingham, Alabama.
Emma, that's
And
where
there's
it
a
was.
few more people. Oh, and look, Blue, you're late.
There's Blue. Hey, Blue.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think they can do that. I don't think that's what's happening here. Um, if she is put up somewhere and the family knows it, I don't think the law enforcement knows it. But I don't see why. I mean, I don't know who's really going to be checking for Nancy Guthrie. If they wanted to just hide the lady, you can hide the lady. But The only way you would be saying, oh, you want it to be public that she's missing, maybe if somebody threatened her life, and you want them to know that she's no longer where she was, will be the reason. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
if your family hit her and put her up, but why not just put her up? You don't need to tell report her missing, right? You would report her missing so that the public knows that she's gone. But who you trying to get that message to? Because you could just put
Yeah.
your mom up if you wanted to. Like if I call over there now and be like, Justine, I'm threatening your grandma, right? I'm threatening your grandmom, and I'm really this person. I'm really gonna come do these things, and you want to put your grandmom up. You could just go put her up. You don't need to report her missing.
Right.
You take her to the cabin in the woods and put her up and say, Granny, stay here until I come back to get you. You feel me? You don't need to tell the world that she's missing because technically she's not missing to you. You know where she's at. You put her up. So I really believe this lady is gone in real life. I don't think there is no,
Hoax or anything.
yeah, no, I don't believe that. Because too much money was spent here. You know what I mean? We're talking millions of dollars.
No, I mean, I think that she's missing. I mean, or was missing. See, that's like to my point where I think they, like I said, know who took her, know where she is, or know what happened to her. Um, that's what I think. But I don't. I think it was someone who actually came in the middle of the night and took her,
Mm,
or came at some point. It doesn't even have to be in the middle of the night, but she's gone.
against her will, right?
Um, but yeah, I mean. And the only thing like you every crime means motive and opportunity, means motive and opportunity. So means, who is able to do it.
Mm.
Motive is the biggest question. But that, if we're going to go to motive, who's the only person that's made money out of this so far? Who just got a brand new contract? Who's the only person that's made money out of this?
Well, I'm just saying, and she just got a brand new talk show. I said it on Alex channel that it could very well be a sacrifice. It very well could be. Because when
Yeah.
you get on them levels, man, you got to give up something. So very
This
well could
case
be.
gives me a headache.
It really creeped me out because I promise you, it was probably 1 week prior to her announcement about being on that game show, having a game show host job, that
Mhm.
I said, if this lady turns up with her own talk show or something of this nature, man, she's involved in. I'm convinced. That's gonna be telling. Because that's what happens, bro. And then next thing you know, they level up. The mom dies or the cousin or somebody that's near and dear to that person. And then next thing you know, they get a big contract or a big this or a big that.
Yeah.
Because when you play in the devil's playground, he comes to collect, man. Like you can't, man. And we know she was in that playground. Her husband. You understand what I'm saying? Messing around
Mhm.
with that, and even if you're on the surface of it all, you're still in that realm.
Gotta live in that white light and love, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks about that money and stuff, but that stuff comes with stuff. It's not just simple.
Nothing about this is simple.
Uh-uh. And I don't think we ever gonna really know the truth. If you want my humble opinion, I don't think we're really gonna know the truth. And the
No.
part that no, I don't think we will. And I think the part that will be told a story, probably depending on how the media and stuff, the pressure goes. I think we'll be told some kind of story, but I don't think that it'll be the actual what happened.
Yeah, I've been saying that too since I was like, I think that they know what happened. I think that they're waiting for all of the publicity, all of the hype. Maybe they're waiting for CrimeCon to be over because everyone's gonna be hyping up this case. They're talking about it and all of that. They're gonna wait a couple of weeks, and then I think that they're figuring out their form of truth to tell us. But I don't think there's always three versions of the truth: your story, my story, and the truth. The truth is somewhere in between. So I think there's the truth and what they're going to tell us, and the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be no real resolve to the situation because it's a dirty situation, to
Yeah.
put it plain. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, let's not forget about what they tell us, that it's usually the last person you was with, bro. Usually family involved. Usually somebody close that knows you.
Yeah.
The percentages on that is real high. Like, that's crazy,
Mhm.
you know. But I don't know. Whatever they did to poor old Nancy, I sure as heck hope it wasn't like long and
Right.
torture. That's all you can hope for. Cause I don't feel like Nancy coming back. If Nancy come back, bro, I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of people gonna be in trouble, bro. Whole lot of folks, cause I'm sure if she can tell it, boy, oh boy. Mm. You know what's weird too? If the guy, if they said the house was immaculate, alluding to the fact that the person really cleaned up the place, right?
Yep.
Why in the hell would they be so careless to leave all the doors open?
My theory is to air out the smell of bleach. And to me, that would only be done by people that were cleaning up in a hurry. And who would need to air it out? Someone that didn't have a lot of time in between.
Well, okay, let's go on that notion. Airing out because of bleach. Why would you be worried about bleach when a whole person is missing? The hell with bleach.
Oh, no, no, no. Like if they cleaned it up using bleach and they
Yeah,
didn't want the police to smell it.
yeah, but the thing about it is, you have a body missing. Why would you be worried about if the police is smelling bleach when you got a body going?
So if we're gonna go on the notion that people have been thinking that it may be these two people, uh, think it would be awfully suspicious if say that she was reported missing at 10, you have an hour before you're going to call the police saying this
No.
will be the amount of time that it won't look suspicious. You definitely don't want the cops coming in there and smelling bleach the first thing when you're saying, "Oh, our mom is missing."
Yeah, that's true too. If you think of it in that terms.
Just an idea.
And you got to remember, just think about any time in your life where even when you was a kid and you did something wrong and you was trying to cover it up for your parents or whatever, you ain't thinking, you panic. You ain't thinking right. Your mind don't work right when, you know what I mean? Like you're not thinking at your best when you just got finished doing something, especially something like this. Are you kidding me? You're
Yeah.
not thinking on the top of your game at all. So I guess that makes sense where it's like, okay, because, okay, think about it like this. If you here to kidnap this lady, why are you trying to clean her house up? Who cares about that? You would take the lady and get the hell out of there. You're not going mud putz around. And people are like, oh, because of cleaning up DNA, but you're putting more DNA when you're trying to clean up. The longer you're in there, the more you're spreading. So it don't make no sense that you talking about cleaning up. Only a person that would be cleaning up is somebody that's concerned about that. Like a bad guy who's just trying to kidnap a lady ain't cleaning up, bro.
Right.
Ain't cleaning up. That don't make no sense. Because
It
that's
doesn't.
just like a stranger. Okay, I'm walking down the street and I'm like, oh yeah, that look like a good house to run up in. Snatch an old lady. I can get, that's Nancy. Say you ain't even know. That's Nancy Guthrie. Okay, now you got the old lady. You're not thinking about cleaning up. You're trying to get the hell out of there with the old lady. They didn't leave a ransom note because if they left a ransom note, they would have got caught. They left it at that house. They would have got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll get down to where the paper came from and everything.
I
Like if
mean,
you
yeah,
have
it's a good
a
point.
piece of paper on the counter, bro, you're going to get caught with a piece of paper. Even if you use a computer, they're going to find out the paper where the paper came from, where and go down that rabbit hole, just like they do with trash bags. Yep.
Yeah. And V said, "Do we really know on the doors?" It's like third hand pass from Annie to Savannah, and then said on TV, someone could have misspoke, misunderstood in a panic. Like, I don't know what's the facts. And I mean, that's the whole case, right, V? I mean, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. It's so wild because usually when you have like situations like for instance the Summer Wells case, usually when it's wild stories and wild things going on, it's usually because the family is involved. It's too much personal stuff involved in some of these type of things. Like even in this case, it's very personal. Like, would a stranger know about a pacemaker? No,
No.
no.
Nope.
Your neighbor might not even know you got a pacemaker. If you're
Right.
not friendly with your neighbor like that, how they gonna know? So only people that's gonna know about your pacemaker and all that stuff is gonna be who? Someone close to you, personal.
Hmm.
Who's gonna benefit from this old lady never coming back? These kids, the kids.
The kids. Hmm.
And I'm not going with no randomness. That lady lived in the foothills for 50 years. She was there before half of those houses was around there. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for no randomness. No, no, no. Can't even see the lady house in the dark from the street out there.
Right.
So the random story's not going to work. Only story that works for me is close, personal, perhaps family, friend. I don't know. Maybe them church folks did it. Y'all the ones that said she was missing. Where was you at on the day in question? I hope they investigated the church people too, because just because you church people don't mean you won't do crazy stuff. Maybe Nancy says she's
Hmm.
gonna start donating to the church. I don't know. Maybe she was like a
Yeah.
big writer, you know what I mean, to the church. You know
Hmm.
that like to give all their money to the church.
I
Either
mean,
church,
yeah.
one of the two.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think that's why it's just so frustrating, is because we just, ugh, it, I don't know. We don't know. There's just so much. And I think that's why we want to stop talking about it, but we can't, because we want to make sense of it, and we just freaking can't. And it's just infuriating.
Yeah, because the more you think about it, the more even more things that you haven't thought about come out, stick out, and they're like, oh, and that's shady too. I mean, not one thing that you can you point out one thing in this story that makes sense.
No.
I just because I think about it myself, like, well, what's one thing that makes sense in this story? It's real weird that the brother said what he said to her right off rip. I'm still saying I don't know. I mean, how do we know? Because let's be real, somebody pulled up a Google Earth photo of Cameron's car there days before the incident, and seemingly like he might live there in that casita, whatever they call it.
Hmm.
Like he was living in there. Now they said it was messy in there.
They did. Yeah, which is weird because why is that like, yeah, it's weird. The house is so clean, but then the casita is messy and the bed's unmade and you can see sheets and why was there a baseball bat out by the flower bed? And why are we not talking about the pink baseball bat? Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, that's weird. It was a part of the decor out there. I mean, is that what we do? Lay baseball bats around, pink ones?
I mean, you
Oh,
can't tell me that's still
man,
hanging around there from Savannah
yeah.
and Annie being young.
Ain't nobody put it together that maybe she got hit upside the head with that bat, and that's where the blood came from.
Yeah, why is it still laying there?
I would have take that as evidence if I was the police. I don't care if it was obvious or not. I would have took it because it's a potential weapon.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I mean, even if you don't put it through the crime lab, you bag and tag it. Because everything that they bag and tag don't get processed. You know that, right?
Right, but I mean, you could at least spray it
You
with aluminum.
exactly. Yeah. But I think that there's okay. So the night in question, although there was only a detective that was a junior detective, like not seasoned, the sheriff was out there with them that night. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he got 50 years in the game. You're not going to sit here and tell me that with 50 years and you walk this property, okay, looking for this lady, which I'm sure he was in there. That's the best you came up with. You ain't collect no mat, no none of this stuff. I'm not buying it. You did this stuff on purpose, bro. You intentionally kept the FBI out of the situation for that 4-day window because that's the crucial time.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, oh gosh.
Why would he lie? Why would he lie? Maybe and say, "Oh, we couldn't get nothing from Google." Maybe because he was out on front of Nancy's house on the 12th or the 11th, and he probably crapped his pants when these people came in town and recovered some videos. Probably literally diarrheaed on his down his leg.
God.
Tell you, if that come on, man. If that's that guy out front of that house, and he's telling the public, "Nope, can't get nothing from Google Nest. Nope, she ain't have a subscription." That's a dead end. And then here comes Cash Patel and his crew, doo, 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 and now they have some footage and a still shot of a person that he imagine him, man. He knows it's him standing there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He probably hates every YouTuber in the world.
I'm starting to hate us too.
Probably would call YouTube and be like, "That's it. I'm done. Shut him down." Oh my
Shut
god.
it down. Shut it all down. I'm done.
Involved in this
Can't.
stuff. If his hands is truly dirty, just imagine how much he actually hates the streamers, bro. If he's
Hates,
involved. I mean, like that's wild.
loathes us all.
And then JLR sitting in his parking lot waiting for him.
Yeah, he's gotta extra hate that, right?
Imagine that. You can't even walk into work, bro.
Oh, okay. So I gotta. So yesterday, was it yesterday or no? It was today. Where someone said that they put that barrel where Alex was sitting on top of the hill.
Say that again.
Someone on Nancy's street or like Sue Ellen's court or whatever put a
Mhm.
barrel where Alex was sitting yesterday. Did you hear that?
I heard somebody was up there doing something today, but I couldn't find any stream to see at the time when JLR mentioned it. Because somebody in the chat said something about it. Yeah.
Yes.
You knew there was
Oh,
something because he was sitting up there playing that music and everything.
oh my God. I texted Ted I said, tell Alex that every time he goes now to just keep moving 2 feet over and make them put barrels and block off their own street.
Girl, that's crazy. They're gonna like and because let me tell you, they watched somebody watched the stream, and they're like, as soon as he was like, yeah, this is we checked it out. This is public property, and we could be here. They were like, oh, fuck, we gotta do something about this. As soon as Alex left, they went in the motion like me. Like when they put that chain across there, they had a couple hours where there was nobody there, and they got it done in that time. Doo, 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 doo.
Hmm. Doo, 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 doo. God, I
Like,
love your sound effects.
they're like little sneaky snakes. Like they wait till a juice pulls off, and then in the cover of darkness, they come out and put a chain across the driveway. Weird. That's weird. And they definitely put the
Mhm.
rock and stuff there on purpose so that it gives the streamers nowhere to sit, and then they're forced to sit in the street, which were told they can't do. This is what they call they trying to do a force you out of the situation.
Mhm. Yep. It's unreal. I mean, you know, I believe that everybody should do whatever. Like, you're never going to catch me in the chat saying, Alex, oh my God, why are you still sitting there? Get out of their neighborhood. They want to heal. I'm just trying to heal. I'm just
And the
trying to
lady
heal.
ain't been recovered. How, what are you healing from? You don't even know nothing to heal. I mean, I don't understand that.
We're just trying to heal. You got to do it the Alex voice. We're all just trying to heal. Um,
Whatever.
but yeah, I mean, you're not gonna catch me saying any of that, right? Like, I think that everybody should do what they want to do, and it's none of my business. I stay in my lane. That's not my fucking lane. Um, but I
I
just,
knew it was going to do something. I mean, they're obvious that they want one to trying to run the streamers out of there. I mean, and I tend to believe that it's the part of the family doing it too, using the HOA. You know what I mean? Through the HOA to do
mhm.
it. Yeah, because don't forget, Lauren said that Annie stopped talking to her. I guess because she was talking to them streamers.
Lauren stopped talking to. Oh, Annie stopped talking to Lauren. That was Lauren.
Yeah, that's what she
Hmm.
said. I don't know. One day she was outside. She said it on the stream. She was like, "Yeah, Annie already doesn't talk to me now."
Did we ever figure out what that person said to Juice that made him like
Nope.
or
He
not
didn't-
like upset, but
nope. Nope. He never said it because the person told him not to tell. So he said he don't want to break loyalty, so he ain't saying it. I don't know. I mean, maybe they weren't saying anything that were something we already don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were
yeah.
like close to Nancy, and he just got what they said may have touched her. I don't know. Once he said that, like I guess he told the person he wasn't going to tell. I was just like, all right, forget about it. Erase it out my mind because then I'm just going to sit here wondering what the hell was said.
Right.
Crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Yep.
What about the guy recording them yesterday? The attorney dude that lived behind Nancy.
He was recording who?
Which one was it? Was it uh Juice?
Really?
Yeah. And it's crazy because he had already walked through there once with his wife. And then he came back and had the music playing real loud and his phone was facing Juice like he was recording. And they were like, yeah, he's trying to play that music to ruin your stream. But you
Oh.
like hear it that good? So
Oh yeah, because like copyrights and
yeah,
everything.
they were saying they was trying to, but I was like, what was these people all behave strange, bro. I feel like this is a bit of a sitcom with just the streamers. You know what I mean? Like are they being recorded or is this real? Because like, how is it that okay, if the old lady on the corner of your block goes missing, how you just gonna be like, get out of here, we don't want you here? Eh, You don't know she missing? Oh, you don't give a damn. Okay. All
Right.
right. Shut your mouth. No, shut up.
Me?
No, not you. The dog.
oh, that's cute. I know you wouldn't say that to me. Yeah,
He just
I
won't stop
mean, fuck,
barking for
like
some
those
reason.
neighbors have, you know, I want to know. You're so damn nosy. You know, everybody is parking on that street. Why don't you know where Nancy is? You're so damn nosy. You
I
should know
want
where
to know.
everyone is.
Yes, why don't y'all know what happened on the night in question? Y'all know Eric. Y'all call. Y'all use fake names on the 911 calls. Y'all get bogus calls. Why don't y'all know what happened that day, or is it that you do and you just want us to leave because you don't want us to know the truth?
Yeah, they definitely may well know. Why are you crying? Come here. Oh my gosh. My cat's just like running after me. I got up to go throw something away and he's running after me crying. And then I go to pick him up and he runs away. What the
Uh,
fuck is that?
That's how they do. Well, Justine, I know I'm getting ready to get myself off of here.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So,
Crystal is joining me. I'll let Crystal in for a little while and then I'm getting a headache, so I'm probably gonna hop off here too. But we'll let Crystal in because she's waiting so patiently. Come on in, Crystal. And
all
yes,
right.
you have a good night, Gigi.
Thank you. Hi, Crystal. Bye, Crystal. Can
Thanks
you
for
kick me?
calling.
Oh, no problem. Call me back some other time, girlfriend.
Will do.
All right, kick me out because I don't necessarily know how to get out.
Okay, let me see if let me see how do
Invite
I
me.
kick you out? Get out of here. No, I mean that in a nice way. How do I
Hit the little pink
seriously?
box.
Oh, there we go.
Hit the little pink box. Yeah.
Bye, Gigi. We love you.
Oh, I had to miss
Oh,
it with Gigi.
I think we're like it's just talking in circles at this point, but nice to get some new
Yeah.
perspectives. I'm talked out, so what are your thoughts?
Oh, I still say a university connection or immediate circle, allegedly.
Yeah, I
Allegedly.
mean, disclaimer, everything's allegedly, supposedly, disclaimer, put a stamp on
Yeah.
it.
I'm literally
Yeah.
laying in bed. I was like, my laptop crashed. Just got it to work and then it crashed. So,
Oh,
yep, I'm
yeah.
live on my phone. Haha.
I am on my phone as well. My computer is also not
It's
doing
on the
great.
fritz.
Like that'll be if I ever make it in this world, that'll be my first purchase because I
Yeah.
cannot stand it and like trying to explain to my other half, I'm like, this computer is a piece of crap, and he goes, we just bought it. Well, yeah, we didn't buy it for streaming. It's for a Word document, or it's not for high capacity uses.
Yeah, exactly. Mine was just a backup. So, um, but yeah, um, I don't know what's going on with Ted. That's the
Mm,
interesting part. He was hanging all over stuff like a little monkey. And where's he at?
well, allegedly, supposedly. I don't know. I don't know. He said he was going to stream with me when they got to the haunted place, and I have not heard from him. But seeing the condition that he may or may not be in right now, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll just let
That's what I was
Ted be
thinking
Ted
too.
for the day.
Yeah. Because he did you like that earlier too. Shame on you, Ted. Shame.
Shame on you, Ted. For shame. For
Shameful.
shame.
Oh
Um, yeah, it was
my
interesting
god.
because he was like, well, we're gonna go eat, then we're gonna go do this, then we're gonna go do that, which is, what it's Ted. I'm kind of just used to it with Ted. So it's nothing on him, but I was like, can you just like, I want to leave work. Like that's what I was telling you. Like, I want to leave work. But I have to like end the stream, I think, to be able to leave work. And I don't think these people want to just talk to me like while I'm driving. I'm like, can you please just get on here for like a minute? Because you had me make this thumbnail. Where are you? And so he did. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I guess at least you didn't make me a liar, but
Yeah, he was telling us both, I think, that he needed to use the bathroom. He would get on after he used the bathroom.
then it was after
And
he ate or they got
yeah,
Chick-fil-A or but then he didn't even eat.
I don't even know where they went because I signed off after that.
Yeah.
Because I missed it. I told him to rub his boobs or rub his nips until until the boys noticed.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So for anybody that for anybody that was not here for that portion, me and Crystal were having so much fun with Ted because he felt bad because he told me he was going to come on the stream and then he didn't come on the stream. So we're like, the people want to hear from you, Ted. Uh, you have to like show us a sign that you're there with us or show us a sign that you're listening. And so I texted him and what was the first thing? I was like, oh, give Alex a high five.
Yep.
And so then he gives Alex a high five. And then Crystal, I think you texted him the next thing. I can't remember.
I told him to say that's right, big boy, or some or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
he said he didn't want his ass kicked by Alex, so he didn't do that one. And then
No, he
I
sure
s-
didn't.
I said, if they're holding you against your will, put your hands on your head. And then he goes,
Oh my gosh.
so oh my gosh, it was a whole we had a little fun with the
That was
punked
fun.
version.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, that was like the
Gosh.
highlight
I
of the
did see
whole
him I did
thing.
see him rub his nip at first and then like he did it real fast and then he texted me, he said, there you go. And I was like, no, you're supposed to do it until one of the guys notice. And I missed it. I missed it.
Oh
I
gosh,
don't know if
I
he did it
missed
or
when
not.
he said when I was like, say get along little doggies or something. Apparently he said that, but I totally missed it.
Oh man.
That
Darn. He's
was
fun to
fun.
mess with.
But like
He is
he
fun to
he
mess
was like
with.
it was totally voluntary on his part. He could have said like go F
No.
yourself, but he didn't.
Nope, he played along. He was a good sport. Yep, he was a good sport.
Mhm.
I wanted to go to Crime Con so bad. Nancy Grace, bless her. How many people are even in here? It's not showing me.
Uh 4.
Oh, hi, 4.
I got up to like I think like 13 at one point or 14, but that's okay because I just right now, I mean, you're trying to do the same thing. So you need like
Yeah.
3,000 hours. So I last minute was just like, I'm going to hop on this bitch. It's Friday. We do what we want.
Mhm.
Friday is for
Yeah,
whatever we want.
party for the sober girls. This is how we party now. This is
This
how
is
the
how we party.
sobriety works.
Woo.
Now, what's your sober date?
10, 15, 24.
Awesome. Congrats. That first year is hard, isn't it?
Um, I think like when I got around, so the first like 60 days was real difficult. Then I got to 9 months and I was kind of like, it's been long enough, right?
Yeah.
And then after I hit like that 9-month hump, then it's been okay. Like I don't even really think about it. Like I think it's just because I know I can't, so I don't put that or try and even let that thought creep in because I know what
Yeah.
happens. I can play that tape forward very quickly, and it ends kind of like what we're looking at with the dude, with our friend.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what that would look like for me
Yeah.
anyway.
Um, for me, it's crazy to hear other people's stories, but for me, I can be around it all day long and I don't have the urge at all. Like
I was just in
100%.
Vegas last August. I didn't even have a year yet, and I didn't even.
See, it's all in our head. We have to like rewire our brain.
It's
Um,
that
I
mental
I was able to do
obsession.
it without AA or anything. I
Oh,
just
you don't go to
and I'm
meetings or anything?
nope. I did it all on my own. I literally said, I like started to taper down a little bit and off of cigarettes, which I do vape, but um, but I gave them both up on the same day, September 8th, 2022. So, but the hardest part for me was about 6 months in, I got into like really deep, dark depression. Like it was bad. It was just really bad. But I kept praying about it. Got over that.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, you
so
gotta
you go
talk
to
to the
AA?
big guns upstairs. We don't. I have a 12, or I'm a member of a 12-step program. I can't remember what I'm supposed to say. There's
Gotcha.
something that we're supposed to say, but the answer isn't yes, and the
Oh
answer isn't
yeah, it is
no.
anonymous. Duh, Crystal. It's freaking anonymous. Duh.
I'll
Oh my
figure
goodness.
I'll figure out a way how to edit this out so the 4 people in here don't go tell the rest of the world. I mean,
Just you're in a
it's
12-step program. I mean, that's telling enough.
yeah, I'm in a program
But
of recovery. I don't remember what we're supposed to say. It's something like that. But
yeah.
yeah,
Well, good for you.
thank you. Good for you too. You've been at
Thank
it for
you.
longer than me.
Hey, keep counting them days, girl. You never want
I
to
don't
go back
even
to 0.
no, I don't. But yeah, I don't even count days anymore, to be honest. I don't know. After a while, it's not about days anymore. I like almost forgot my uh 19 months or 18 months and everyone's texting me and I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I have little reminders that like little milestones, I guess you could say, but 4 years is coming up. And did your mindset change like completely?
Oh, 100%.
Mine did too.
I'm a
I feel
whole
like
different
it's
person.
almost, yeah, it's almost like a superpower because I mean, I don't want to get criticized for that later, but it kind of is. Like if you can pass and get through something so bad, like you're in your low, because I don't know about you, but I drank the hell out of some vodka.
Same. Oh
I
my
could
gosh.
I could drink um a handle in 2 days by myself. I
Yeah.
mean, I was
Yep.
hardcore. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it
Yep.
was
And
bad.
I
And
like
fireball
oh
too.
God. Oh my God. No, that did not sit
Oh,
right with me. There must be, I think there's something in there that just
there's
never agreed
poison.
with
If you
me.
put a light up to it, it's green. But
Oh,
yeah, it's almost like a superpower because you have like a whole new outlook on life and you start to appreciate things more. And I don't know about you, but like at the very beginning, it was like so awkward for me to even be around anybody.
hmm I
Especially
didn't
like
know
my
who I
friends.
was. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yep. Yep. You gotta it's like it's brain work. It's brain work. That's what I like to call it. Um but everything changes. You get to meet yourself again.
Yeah.
So
Yep. And it's definitely, you get to not even like reinvent yourself. It's almost like recreating your life from like the ground up,
yes,
right? Because I will tell you the
yes,
biggest thing with me and the biggest change that I noticed is like little things don't bother me like they used to. Like I don't
no,
pole vault over mouse turds anymore.
yeah.
So
I
like I was
know.
a sorry, go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. There was a situation.
Oh, yeah, I talked about it at the beginning, but like there was a situation earlier where there was someone that like just kind of flipped their shit at me, and someone that I thought I was like decent with, you know, like genuinely like thought I had a connection with this person, like friend to friend level, and
Yeah,
all of a sudden, like it was like you're, I'm sick of you using me and using other people, and I'm like, who? Wait, what? Like, wait, what? I, uh, baffling. But,
yeah,
I was like upset for a second because that shit hurts. But I'm like, you know what? I have to think about it as did I do whatever this person is accusing me of? No.
right.
So if that's how they feel, that's how they're going to feel. And I can't control how they feel. And so it took me a minute. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hop on live and I'm just going to talk and we'll see if people come. And people came. Then we started talking about Nancy. But it's like that distraction too sometimes. And now I'm just kind of over it because I'm like, block, block, block. Fuck you, I'm out. Like,
Yeah,
see you later. See you around the
exactly.
cell block. I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Catch me in the yard.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know, like I just turned 39 like on the 16th and I have a 20-year-old
Happy
and
birthday.
thank you. And I have a 20-year-old and a 14 and 11, all three girls. Um, but with my 20-year-old, she had to witness more of the drinking. So, one thing that she's even brought to my attention though is that if I say or I do something different or wrong or, something like that, I acknowledge it a lot faster. Like, I can catch myself so I don't do it again. Um, so that's another, like, I don't know, it's just all these little things add up. And I just encourage anybody that watches this, um, you know, we do recover. It's hard, but we do recover.
Yep. I mean, it's
And
definitely an
you'll come
uphill
back out
battle.
and
Mhm.
yeah, it is. It
You come
is.
out swinging, and you know, I don't. Sometimes I just like look at people like just normal everyday people that go out and drink, and then the next day they're suffering. And I lived that
Yeah.
way for so long that I can think about that for a half a second and be like, nope, I'm good.
Yep.
Like I don't
Yep.
ever want to do that again because it was so
No,
miserable.
I do not
And
miss the hangovers.
yeah, and the anxiety, oh my God, the anxiety that comes that next day, and then you just drink to make the anxiety go away, and then,
Yep. Or to forget,
ugh, yeah, it's a
or to forget what
perpetual
you did the
cycle.
night before. Yeah.
Yep. And then you don't
I'm
know who
talking
the
about
hell
I
you're
was the
apologizing to.
skinny.
I don't know who I have to apologize to today. What did I do? What did I say?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was the the one that would always end up with like skin knees. And I was at a
Bruises
neighbor's house one night. Huh?
and
Like,
bruises.
yes, all the
Yep.
time.
All the
And
bruises.
I was over at a friend's house, well, a neighbor, and I fell asleep on the couch in her garage upside down.
Oh my
And they
gosh.
were laughing like crazy. I wish I had the video. Because I would show it. I would absolutely show it. that would probably be the only one I would ever show. But um yeah, I fell asleep upside down for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, and it was actually kind
Fuck,
of
man.
funny. I think it was I don't know, I called into one of the lives one day and I want to say it was JLR because it was like earlier on, like when all this was going on. So like no one kind of like knew me or knew my name. And I think it was getting like, it was like pretty late. So I think it was the first time that he went home. And
Gotcha.
one of the first things someone said was, "Oh, she's drunk." And I'm like, I looked at it. That was my first troll encounter where I'm like, don't even engage because there's nothing more insulting to someone who's sober than to accuse them
Right.
of being drunk. So I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't, yeah. Just let them say, let them think, let them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with your situation earlier, though. Just, you know what's in your heart.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Because what's,
Absolutely. Yep.
yeah. So, because there's some mean asses on here for sure. Ted's like, how the heck did you get that many follows that quick on X? That place is vicious. It is vicious. It's very vicious. Doxing people and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. What does that
I'm like,
mean? I see that word so much.
doxing is where they can put your like your address, your phone number, private information, even things as far as like that you can look up on the internet yourself, but you're still putting it out there in a negative way. That's considered doxing, which I didn't know about. I didn't know that part until recently.
So
But
there, wait, so what is the last part again?
the
The,
like if you have say a record or something like that, and
oh,
even though
okay.
you can go on and you can find it yourself, but if you put it out there
Embarrass someone.
to embarrass and also what's the word I'm looking for, devalue somebody, um then that's considered doxing, and you can get in big trouble for that. And a lot of defamation. There's a lot of that going on. It's sad. It really is. But I've gotten to
Yeah,
the
I
point now where
mean,
I'm just like, do what you want, say what you want. I don't give a shit.
yeah, it's interesting because um I didn't know. Okay, I know that you know what I'm going to be referencing. And don't ask in the chat names or anything because I'm not saying anything about I'm not saying shit about fuck. Uh, but so you have one world, right? Then you have
Mm-hmm.
this whole other world.
Yeah.
And this whole other world gets along with that world, and this whole world gets along with this whole world. There are very
50-50.
minor interactions between the two. But if you don't know that that other one exists, if you don't know that other side exists, uh, it can be very eye opening once you start seeing it.
Yeah.
And now I can't unsee it and unsee
Yep.
it. Like,
Yeah. It's like everywhere. It's
yeah,
everywhere.
it's interesting. I didn't know that's, it's one of those things like those fucking euphemisms where everyone's fighting battles you don't know anything about. And this is like
Mm-hmm.
the epitome of
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And I had
Yep.
no idea. And I don't ever want to get myself in the realm of anything. So like if I reference people or I reference situations, it's going to be in a good light or it's going to just be like fact based. Like earlier when I was like, oh,
Right.
Sleuth had this on his channel. Like I'll reference them because I
Right.
don't have any problem with people doing what they do. if it's going to be in
Right.
reference to shit talking or lawsuits
Yeah.
or anything, it's not going to come out of my mouth. I think that is where people like that's where all of this kind of like comes from, right? Like if I go at
Yeah.
you, you're going to come at me. This person's going to come at
Yeah.
me because they're friends with you. Like I don't get
100%.
in that
I just
realm.
try to stay out of it.
Yeah. Right.
I just try to stay out of it. Because I don't let anybody bash anybody else. When I go live or something, like you're gonna respect my channel because whenever you disrespect other YouTubers, they're also disrespecting you. But it's the point of, we're all in this community. We should all be working together and helping one another and motivating one another and lifting each other up. And there's just too much of this tearing each other down stuff going on.
Hmm.
And I'm all about, like, I heard you earlier say that, you like nice people and positivity, and that's all me. That's what I try. And then they still come at me. So,
Yes, Crystal does have a channel, Crystal's Crime Board. Go give her a follow. All three other of you that are in here. We
yeah.
have such a
Oh gosh, was
following.
that
It's
blue?
like, yeah. Oh, we're
Huh.
so
I don't know.
popular. We're so popular right now. But I think it's because Patriot's going on in like a half hour. Or people are just getting tired. I
Crime
don't know.
con thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. There's people
Yeah, I
probably.
just wanted to pop on for a few minutes, and every time you
Yeah.
come on, I'm like, I'll go hit like and I'll say hi.
Oh, you're so
So,
sweet. Yeah. I will do the same, and we gotta have like a whole when I have not been exhausted for the night. We gotta get on and talk about recovery because
yeah,
I love talking about it. I am
I do
absolutely
too.
never ever embarrassed about the fact that I'm in recovery because that was
Me
one thing
either.
when I came on here. I'm like, everyone's gonna be like, oh, we're gonna use that against her. Well, you can't use it against me because I'm not ashamed of it. So I
Yeah,
will tell you
exactly.
how I drink. I will tell you how much I drink because I don't do it
Hmm.
anymore. It's like,
And that is a huge, huge accomplishment too. Like, you should feel so much pride because I know I do. I'm proud. Like, I feel like if I
absolutely.
wouldn't have went through that, then I wouldn't be who I am right now. So,
Yep.
um, it
Yeah,
it
I
is what it
think
is.
that people that have any sort of preconceived notions about that don't know how invisible those lines are that you cross.
Yeah.
Like, you don't
Yeah.
know when casual drinking becomes functional drinking and when functional drinking
Hmm.
becomes oblivion. It is such a slippery slope, and you don't know how quickly you can get there. But I will tell you, if anyone tells you they're in recovery, they have crawled out from the deepest depths of hell and do
Yes.
not deserve any sort of, backlash
Negative.
or
Yeah.
negative talk because that is a very dark place. And even when you come out of it, you're still in a very dark place for quite a
Yeah.
long time. So
Yeah.
love your people that are in recovery and tell them that you're proud of them because I
Yeah.
appreciate it when people say that to me. So I'm proud
Yeah.
of you. If no one's told you that today, Crystal, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too, girl. But yeah, I definitely, I'm gonna go more in depth with that. I even have that on my YouTube channel that I want to try to um help others. I've spoken at a couple churches and helped a couple people, but um we have a platform now, so
Mm-hmm.
why not use it for good? We can still do true crime, but mix it up a little bit. So just like with my weight loss journey, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there too. I'm going through it. But I will let you go, but it was nice talking with you.
Yeah, you too. I am
And
also kind of laying in bed right now, so I will turn my face on and say goodbye and goodbye to everybody, but we'll definitely continue these discussions. And 857 really wants some help looking into Holly Dasso, and I haven't started
yeah,
looking at that, so maybe you and I can
yeah,
take a
sounds
peek.
great.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
was
And
sad.
thank you, everybody, for coming. And I'm going to
Thank
call it a
you. Don't forget
night.
to go like and subscribe. Make sure you
You
like her
too.
channel.
And Crystal's Crime Board.
Yeah, Crystal's
All
kind.
right.
All
Much
right, bye, girl.
love.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.